for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't know I was on mute. Yeah. What's up? This that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. And you are now rocking with New Media Today USA Boxing. And we're going to get it in today. Oh, y'all thought I was cooking yesterday. I'm really going to cook today. You see what I'm saying? Absolutely. Hold on, guys. The Twerkanator was quiet as a church mouse at the press conference. Understandably so. I know why. Tyson Fury stayed at the press conference. He signed autographs. He did a million interviews. The Twerkanator walked off and left, and he did interviews with his fan-friendly Alphabet Boy channels. You know what I mean? His favorite Alphabet Boy channels, you know, because he knew they wasn't going to ask him the tough questions. So this is what it is. They wasn't going to ask him the tough questions. So this is who he decided to do interviews with. Now, crazy part about it is this. He had an opportunity to do an interview and address the world of all of the allegations and cheating allegations that that he said happened, but he didn't say anything. You know what I mean? He tucked his tail like a little boy, and he didn't say nothing. You know, I'm not gonna lighten up on Tyson and on Deontay Wilder. I'm gonna tighten up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm on his neck from this point forward. Not only am I on his neck, but I am on the Alphabet Boy channel's neck as well, because since they want to push the narrative because they got their marching orders from Deontay Wilder, and since I am in the minority, since the majority of the content creators in the sport of boxing, they pretty much ride with him. You know what I mean? For the most part, not a majority, but a good percentage of them. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be on his neck. I'm not going to play with it. I'm not going to lighten up. I'm going to tighten up. You see what I'm saying? Now, crazy part about it is this. I have receipts. You guys know how I do it. You know what I mean? I listen to your words very carefully, what you say out of your mouth. And then when you say something very carefully out of your mouth, I sit back and I throw it back to you. Deontay Wilder did an interview with Ellie Seckback yesterday. Shout out to Kurt DeVille. He did cover that. Shout out to Kurt DeVille. But I didn't listen to it on Kurt DeVille's channel. I heard the actual interview on Ellie Seckback. Deontay Wilder admitted that he had no proof that Tyson Fury cheated him. Not only that, he had no proof that Mark Breland spiked this water bottle. Not only that, he had no proof of any of the allegations that he made against Tyson Fury, against Mauricio Sulaiman, against Nevada Athletics Commission, against the sport of boxing. You see what I'm saying? Against not JD's, but against Mark Breland, against everything that he said that happened to him. He admitted that he had no proof after saying that he had proof all goddamn last year. This is the problem. The man said he had proof. Jabba the Hutt, a.k.a. 7 Day Sports TV, a.k.a. Jabba the Hutt said that he had Deontay Wilder had proof. Young Pharaoh said he had proof. You know what I mean? Boxing No Ego said he had proof. You see what I'm saying? Blue Ball Sports TV, the biggest liar on the internet, him and Dante Race Baiting Nation. All of these guys said he had proof yesterday. Guess what? They said he had proof all last year. Tay Jones, they said he had proof all last year. They said he had proof this year. Guess what? The Bomb Squad, the Twerkanator said out of his own mouth on Ellie Seckback, which is a fan-friendly, Ellie Seckback is nothing but a jock rider. He loves to get on there and suck them boys up. That's what he loves to do. You know what I mean? I'm glad he had a big channel, whatever the case may be. But one thing about me, I don't count for nobody. Not me. I'm an old man. I'm standing on my own 2 feet. I got to call it like it is. I have to call it like it is. You know what I mean? He was on Ellie Seckback channel. He was on Jabba the Hutt channel. I didn't even see none of those other interviews. I just saw Ellie Seckback. I didn't need to see any of the Alphabet Boy channels because I know what he's going to say. They're not going to ask him the tough questions. They're going to just go ahead and go along with the go along. But I'm going to play it so you guys can hear it if you didn't hear it. Anyways, let me go ahead and salute my co-host, Shelton Moore. Shelton Moore is in the building. Shelton said he wanted to he had an apology. He wanted to apologize to Deontay Wilder. So I'm going to let Shelton Moore go ahead and say what he need to say. Get the Ali Bell from my brother, Shelton Moore. Go ahead, Shelton. Shelton. It looks like it froze up. They look like they froze up. Dennis, are you there, brother?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Shelton froze up. So Shelton froze up. Shelton, you might have to come back in because Shelton froze up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyways, Shelton said that he wanted to apologize. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and do that. He want to apologize to the Twerkanator. You know me, I ain't doing no goddamn apologizing. Right now, I'm on his neck. I'm on his neck hard because this fool. As a matter of fact, let me stop talking. Let me show you guys something. The Twerkanator was on Ellie Seckback. This is what he said.
Just know, I know what happened in that situation, but at the end of the day, we have no proof. So if you have no proof, there ain't no need to come out and like, hey, I know what happened.
This is a soundbite from the interview. Now, just in case you guys think that I am just slicing pieces of the interview just to fit my narrative. Oh, no. You know me, baby boy. You know me. I have the entire interview right here. Ellie Seckback. Shout out to that buster, Ellie Seckback. He is a buster, by the way. You know what I mean? You know, he's a buster-ass white boy who like the D-Ride a lot of these PBC fighters, and he tell them whatever they want to hear in order to get the interview. You know what I mean? I respect his hustle, but I ain't got to like him. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But shout out to him anyways. But let's go ahead, man. Y'all know me, man. I'm the Lone Ranger. I don't do no D-Ride for nobody. I don't care how many subscribers you got. I don't care what kind of crew you got, what kind of clique you got, how many of you guys it is. I don't give a damn. I want to smoke with everybody. If they got a problem with telling lies and scandalizing people's names, and they got a problem with people telling the truth, and shout out to Kurt, man, because I was watching the video of Kurt this morning, and when Kurt exposed this, even though I saw the interview with Ellie Seckback, when Kurt brought it up, Kurt mentioned that the Alphabet Boy channels tried to get his channel taken down. The Alphabet Boy channels tried to get Kurt DeVille channel taken down, all because he was not told the line. Now, these some pro-black, go ahead, hold up. These some pro-black guys, they pro-black, right? But yet they're trying to take down another black man who got another black channel. Just like Deontay Wilder threw the black trainer up under the bus and he kept JD's. This is what these guys do. This is why I tell you guys who are not from America that listen, do not get involved in the black American skin color racial politics because it'll just confuse you. These guys are not pro-black. They are pro-narrative. They don't support all black. They support people who support their narrative. And if you don't support their narrative, they send you threats. They call the white folks on you. These are some pro-black channels. They call the white YouTube corporation on you to try to get black channels taken off the air, taken off of YouTube. You see what I'm saying? That's why I can't stand these guys. I don't like none of them. I really don't. There's a couple of them I'm all right with, that I'm cool with. I got one of them phone number and stuff like that. But outside of that, man, it is what it is. I got to call it like it is, man. I'm not on no race hustle, no race baiting. We ain't doing that, homie. We're not doing that. Keep that same energy. And that's my job. That's what Coach Malachi Williams gonna do on New Media Today USA Boxing. I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna stand up in the paint. I don't give a damn. I don't listen. Them dudes there, man, they some suckers. You sit here and lied and promoted this garbage that Deontay Wilder had proof that Tyson Fury had egg weights in his glove. He had proof that the pad was taken out the glove. He had proof that Mark Breland spiked this water bottle. He had proof that the referee was a crab in the bucket referee and conspired against him. He said that he had proof that, that boxing, the sport of boxing, conspired against him in order for him to set him up to lose against Tyson Fury. This is what he was saying in so many words, only to turn around 16 months later. Only to turn around 16 months later on Ellie Seckback channel and say, man, you know what, man? I ain't got no proof of none of this stuff. What you said again, Deontay Wilder?
Just know, I know what happened in that situation, but at the end of the day, we have no proof. So if you have no proof, there ain't no need to come out and like, hey, I know what happened.
Nigga, how in the hell you ain't got no proof now? You've been saying you had proof for 16 months. Now today you ain't got no goddamn proof. What about the autopsy report? This is why he was quiet as a church mouse at the press conference yesterday. You see what I'm saying? This is why that Tyson Fury said it best when he did an interview with Radio Raheem. He said it best. He said it was a good thing that Deontay Wilder did not talk yesterday, because if he would have talked yesterday, if he would have spoke yesterday, he would have had to answer those tough questions. This is why he's a coward. He's the cowardly lion from Alabama. The Twerkanator is the coward. He'll go on Jabba the Hutt channel because Jabba the Hutt gonna suck him up, give him a back massage and make him feel good. He'll go on Fred channel because Fred gonna do the same thing. He'll go on all of the Alphabet Boy channels. He'll go on the Chitlin circuit. He'll go around the Chitlin circuit and do them Chitlin circuit interviews. He'll go ahead and do all of that, right? Because he know they ain't gonna ask him no tough questions. But what we wanted to hear him speak at was at the press conference to promote his fight. He talking about, man, I want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I love Jesus. I got baptized twice. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But then he said, we want his head off with his head. And in July 24th, y'all gonna see what time it is. No more talking. And then he sat down, put his headphones on like I got on, like a little boy, and act like he didn't want to be there. You see what I'm saying? No, hell no. No, homie. No. You got to be a man, stand up in the paint. You made these comments to the public. You have to address them to the public in that pressure cooker at the press conference. And he didn't do that. I can't respect that. It ain't nowhere in the hell I'm going to support that country ass nigga there. And see what it is. See me and my baby, what we gonna do is we put together a game plan, and I talked to my baby, right? We gonna put together a game plan, and Tyson Fury cheated me. We know he cheated me, even though I ain't got no proof, even though I lied, and I did say, he did cheated me, but I ain't got no proof. But I will say I had proof, but I was lying the whole time. But it don't matter though, right? It really don't matter though. Man, set your country ass up, man. Niggas sitting there lying and y'all niggas sitting there capping for this nigga. And you still capping for this man. To this day. You still capping for this man. To this day. You told them lies. To this day. And now you want to turn around and say that you didn't that you don't have the proof. Man, what kind of foolishness this is, man? Man, go let me go ahead and play the interview for you guys. Go ahead, Dennis. Go ahead and talk.
I mean, is that Kurt the same guy who owns the Counterpunch boxing channel?
No, Kurt. Yeah, Kurt DeVille. Yeah, Kurt DeVille. He the one. Yeah, they tried to get him taken down. The Alphabet Boy channel tried to get him taken down.
Dante's Boxing Nation, Archive TV, and Boxing Eagle issued nine strikes to his channel. They really wanted to take him down. It was relentless. They really wanted to take down a guy who speaks the truth, doesn't do any. It's a war between. Okay, it's a war between Coach Malaka. It's a war between the LDBC versus the YTBC. There's the YouTube boxing community, which covers like legit like news, sports news, accurate news. Then there's the LDBC boxing channels that cover propaganda. So I feel like when they try to, when Wilder proved that Glovegate was a myth and it was a lie, I mean that's the reason why we went on record to say that he didn't have proof, because he knew everything that he said was garbage at that point. So he never wanted to address these things in the press conference, and he didn't want that accountability. And channels like these that you have right here hold him accountable the way that the LDBC doesn't hold him accountable. I mean, the LDBC right now will keep quiet and try to hype the fight, considering the fact that they lied about Glovegate, they lied about water bottle gate, costume gate, all those lies, but they will never back it up because Wilder said that was all absolutely nonsense. So,
okay, listen, man, Let me go ahead and give everybody a shout out who in the chat, man. I apologize, guys. I told y'all, man, today is the pressure cooker today, man. I ain't faking no moves right now. As Deontay Wilder would say, see what it is, see what it is. See, they conspired against me. You know what I mean? Me being from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Me being from Alabama, they conspired against me. Tyson Fury cheated me. I feel like that, he hit me in the head. I got a dent on the side of my head because the autopsy report showed that. And I feel like he hit me in the head with something in the form of an egg weight. You know what I mean? Now this nigga gonna turn around and say he ain't got no proof of none of this stuff. No. You don't slide like that, homie. You supposed to stood up in the pressure cooker. You supposed to been a man stood up in the pressure cooker and took them tough questions. Don't run over there to Jabba the Hutt. Jabba the Hutt gonna do what he gonna do, give you a little back massage, make love to you, and all that stuff there. Blue Ball's gonna do the same goddamn thing. And I like Blue. He seemed like a nice dude. I don't know the dude at all. I ain't got no dog in the fight with him, but I'm gonna call him out on his foolishness. But when y'all sit here and try to get Kurt channel struck down, you see what I'm saying? Because he ain't pushing the narrative. I don't like that. I didn't even know that until Kurt made that video this morning. I don't like that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all some suckers, man. All y'all some suckers over there in the Alphabet Boy channels. And I'm at y'all niggas neck from this point forward. You know what I mean? You know, I'm at you niggas neck from this point forward to this. What I'm gonna do? To this day. I'm on y'all neck from this point forward. And I mean that. The Twerkanator, I can't support the dude, bro. I can't support it. You can call me what you want to call me. Coon, sell out, Uncle Tom. I really don't care, bro. I really don't care, man. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all gonna do is sit back, push some lies, push some them fake pro-black narratives. But let me give everybody a shout out. Shout out to Bush Killer. Shout out to my brother Halim. Shout out to Sly Tennessees. Shout out to Anna Lee. What's going on, Anna Lee? Shout out to JC in the building. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to my brother Smith and West. What's going on, fam? What's going on, man? What's going on, fam? Let's see. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to Dennis, who's in the chat right now, who's on the panel right now. Shout out to Bob Zulang. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to JC again. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Mr. Angus. Shout out to the real Mr. Shelton. Let's see. Shout out to who else we got? Pound for pound, boxing real news. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to who else we got? DJ Adam G, UK. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Angus. Shout out to Bacon and Eggs. Shout out to JC. Shout out to Proud Father. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. What's going on, brother? Shout out to Wizard Sleeve. Shout out to Pete Gary. Shout out to Jay. Let's see. Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to my brother Toon. Toon, what's going on, man? Toon, what's up, brother? Shout out to my brother Toon, man. I always love a Toon come on. Shout out to Corn Kid. Shout out to Major Key. What's going on, Major Key, man? Major Key, what's going on? Hey, salute to Major Key Boxer, man. Please subscribe to his channel. I know I talk real fast, guys. It's a Southern thing. You know, in Texas, they talk slow. In Florida, we talk fast. I'm just a fast talking ass country nigga from Florida, so please forgive me, man. Please forgive me. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? But anyways, shout out to my brother Retro Boxing Documentaries. Please subscribe to his channel, man. Please subscribe to his channel. You know what I mean? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link so you guys can listen to the interview yourself. The interview is about, you know, I come with receipts. The interview is 11 minutes and 53 seconds long. So let me go ahead and pull it up right quick so you guys don't think I'm capping. No, man, you know, Coach Malachi, you got to be lying, man. It ain't no way in the hell that Tyson Fury, that Deontay Wilder admitted that he didn't have no proof after saying he had proof of all of the cheating allegations. So if for any of you guys who think I'm capping, shout out to my brother Tell him. I'm dropping it right here. One thing about me, I'm coming with receipts. Shout out to my brother Tell him. Shout out to my brother Smith and West. Shout out to Andre Deshawn. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Peter Von Arx. Shout out to my brother Shelton Moore. I'm gonna drop the link again, Shelton, because you had froze up. Shout out to Hooligan Music. What's going on, fam? Shout out to JC. You know, shout out to OG, Triple OG. What's going on, OG? You know what I mean? Shout out to Andre Deshawn. Shout out to who else we got? I don't want to repeat the same people. I think I covered everybody so far. Shout out to HLD. Shout out to Red Glove Militant. You know what I mean? Shout out to Red Glove Militant. Shout out to Bruce Goals. Shout out to Philly Fly. Philly Fly, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Celestine. What's going on, Celestine? You know what I mean? So let's see. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Shout out to KJD. Shout out to Merrill Dixon. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Paul Evans. Shout out to David Woods. Shout out to Anthony Stark. Shout out to Bruce Leroy, the real McCoy. What's going on, man? For sure. Shout out to Waza. And let's see. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bells. I'm finna drop the link again, show. Shout out to Tobin Time. And shout out to New Money DMG. And shout out to S Mix 85. Other than that, man, let me go ahead, man. And this link I just dropped. This is the interview. This is the interview right here that Ellie Seckback did with Beyonce Wilder, the Twerkanator, yesterday. So the nigga ain't had nothing to say at the press conference to promote his fight, but he run over there to Ellie Seckback. Listen to how Ellie Seckback is sucking him up. He's sucking him up real good too. he giving him some real good sloppy toppy on here. Listen to how he do. Like this is what I don't like about Ellie Seckback myself. I don't like the dude myself personally. I don't know him personally, and I ain't knocking his hustle. That's his hustle. He gotta do what he gotta do. Suck these fighters up in order to get interviews. I get all of that, right? But my thing is this here, man. You're sitting here, man, capping. You wouldn't even press him on. Wait a minute. What you mean by you don't have what you mean by that you don't have proof? You said that you had proof the whole time. Your Alphabet Boy channels was following your marching orders, saying that you had proof the entire time. Now you ain't got no. Now he finally admitted he ain't got no proof. This is why he was quiet as the church mouse at the press conference, guys. Because he knew that, you know what, I ain't got Jabba the Hutt out here in the audience that's gonna question me. I ain't got Blue Bud who's gonna question me. I ain't got Bossa No Ego, Dante's Race Baiting Nation. I ain't got Aki TV. I ain't got none of these dudes, Judy Midget. I ain't got none of these dudes that gonna question me. So I got all these other professional, these real media outlets that's gonna question me and press me on all of these allegations I made. And I ain't man enough to stand up in the paint in order to answer these questions. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my headphones on. I'm gonna just sit here and look stupid, and then I'm just gonna leave because I don't want to answer no question. But when I leave here, you see what I'm saying? When I leave here, I'm gonna go to the Alphabet Boy channels and I'm gonna give them interviews because I know they ain't gonna ask me no tough questions. No, hell to the no. I said you was a coward yesterday. I'm doubling down on that. You was a coward yesterday, and you mentally broken and you mentally weak. That's what I got to say. Shout out to my brother on Sly Tennessee's. For the super chat. He said foot on their next season is live. It's not surprising that the Alphabet Boys sent their lapdog after Kurt. Another example of them attacking black man for not going along to get along. Breland, Ward, and now Kurt. And your Breland, Ward, Kurt, and also Sugar Hill, and then Jamel Charlo. You see what I'm saying? So no, man, I can't support that, homie. I can't support that. I can't support that at all. You talk all this pro-black stuff, but everybody you attack and go after is black. You know what I mean? I don't know Kurt at all. I met him one time through Lady Shan on the live. I don't know the man at all. So Kurt ain't paying me nothing. I ain't got no relationship with the brother. No relationship at all. And I ain't got a dog in the fight that's related to him. So, I don't know his phone number or none of that. But I'm just saying, I don't like the fact that Kurt put out good content. I don't like the fact that you got other black channels, quote unquote, these so-called pro-black ass channels, and you sit back and you sit there and try to get this man's channel taken down 9 times because he told the truth. Only for us to find out that Deontay Wilder lied and he didn't have the proof, didn't have proof. After y'all lied the whole time saying he had proof the whole goddamn time. See, there's no accountability. There's no accountability. You could just lie, say what you want to say, and keep pushing the narrative. This is why I call them the SLDBC, the Slow Learning Disability Boxing Community. Their fan base is slow as hell. They have the lowest IQ that I've ever seen in my life. They have an IQ lower than 7.8. You see what I'm saying? No, lower than 7.8. And that's what it is, bro. Because they know that this fool said this yesterday, and they still riding for him. Oh, well, man, I know we lied, and I know I lied, and I said that I had proof. You know what I mean? I had proof that I was cheated. Yeah, I know I lied, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna come back and clean it up now. After 16 months of lying, this nigga lied for 16 months. His Alphabet Boy channels is still lying. They lied for 16 months, only to turn around and have their king, the Twerkanator, say, "Yeah, man, I ain't got no proof." But anyways, let me go ahead, man. Shelton, go ahead and chop it up, bro. I know you want to apologize. Go ahead and chop it up.
What's up, family? What's going on, chat? Coach, how you doing today? See you cooking early.
Yeah, man. I got to get him, man. I got to get him. I'm finna hey, Shelton, I'm at the scene of the interview, bro. I'm finna send it to you right now.
Yeah, send it to me right now.
I'm finna send it to you right now.
I told the coach, and I'm gonna tell everybody in the chat, we say we unbiased, so I gotta be unbiased. I said the man was mentally weak yesterday. I said the man was a coward yesterday. But I have to apologize to that man for calling him mentally weak because he did speak. Like Coach said, he spoke to 7-8. He spoke to Fred. He spoke to Brian Custer. He spoke to Ellie Seckback. So I apologize for calling you mentally weak. But what I see what you're doing now, because I saw the I heard about the Ellie Seckback video. I'm going to watch it after this stream. And if you admitted that you have no evidence, I apologize for calling you out your name, but my stance don't change. You threw that man under the bus, Mark Breland. You threw Tyson Fury under the bus. You threw the Nevada State Athletic Commission under the bus. You threw the WBC under the bus. Everybody conspired against you to strip you of your title because they couldn't do it in the ring. Well, Tyson Fury beat your ass in the ring. He took your title. And instead of being a man, accepting your ass whooping, going to the lab, getting better and get back, you decide to spout a whole bunch of lies. And then after 16 months of bashing everybody, you tell Ellie Seckback out of your own mouth that you don't have no proof. I got to agree with Coach. You're a sucker, man. I apologize for saying that you're mentally weak, but I don't apologize for calling you a sucker because that's a sucker move. You did some sucker shit.
I wanted to ask you a question, Shelton. This is what I want to ask you. Why was he so quick to run to Ellie Seckback and the Alphabet Boy channels and do interviews with them? But when he had an opportunity to do an interview, not only just an interview, but this was a press conference. This was a press conference to promote his upcoming fight, which he's which he's looking to benefit off of. Why, when he get there, he ain't got nothing to say? I know the answer, but I just want to see what your answer is.
Because he knew if he opened his mouth at that press conference, they was going to ask him about all them allegations. And he knows he didn't have any proof, as he admitted to Ellie Seckback, and he didn't want to face that. He wasn't man enough to face up to the things that came out of his own mouth. And to me, that's a sucker move and some sucker shit, and you's a sucker.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This what I'm going to do. I'm finna find it for you. I got the interview. I got the interview right here. I'm gonna let you listen to it a little bit. I do have a disclaimer on here that for this is fair usage. I have it in the title as well, so I don't get copyright struck or nothing like that. But I have it here, so I'm gonna just play a little bit of it. So, and I dropped the link here already because I don't want you guys thinking I'm capping. Listen to the Deontay Wilder, aka the Twerkanator, aka Mr. Bootylicious. Listen to his interview, his first interview that he did with Ellie Seckback yesterday. He had his wife in there. He has a beautiful wife in there. He had his homeboys in there because Ellie Seckback showed everybody who was in the room. You know what I mean? And he was sitting there stuttering and looking crazy. His energy was still looking crazy. He looked like he did not believe what he was saying out of his mouth. He knew it was some foolishness. He looked like he didn't have any. Listen, bro. When you look at interviews that he did with Radio Raheem, and he always had a lot of energy and vigor and looking very strong. In these interviews, he's looking very docile. You know what I mean? The Alphabet Boy channel's riding for him harder than he riding for himself. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, man, let me go ahead and
Did he say anything? Did you say anything? Did you see anything?
I couldn't hear that. I didn't want to hear that.
This is Wilder.
It ain't that for me to hear. I already got what I'm gonna do. It's stuck in my head, and I'm looking forward to it. That's why I'm probably finna get a private jet and go and get back to the house because it ain't nothing but train is on our mind. That's it.
I've been watching you in my league. You're looking different. To me, I've known you many years. The head movement, the move, the jab, the footwork. You're looking like a 147 pounder. You're not looking like a heavyweight. And you're still hitting hard.
Yeah, we've been working hard,
Sorry about that, guys. I know you guys say you can't hear it. If you can't hear it, don't worry about it. Yeah, my bad, guys. If you can't hear it, don't worry about it. Let me see if you can hear it here. See if you guys can hear it here. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear that? Can you hear that, guys? All right, you guys can't hear it. So anyways, if you can't hear it, sorry about that, guys. If you can't hear it, go listen. I'm going to send the interview to you since you can't hear it. I'm going to send the interview to you right here. This is it right here. Just go check it out yourself. That's the link right there. That's the link. That's the link right there. Then what's Shelton with it? Where did Shelton go? Wow. All right, that's the link right there. You guys go check it out for yourself. Go check it out for yourself. For some reason, I don't know why you guys can't hear it. My fault. Sorry about that. But y'all can go check it out for yourself. Go check it out for yourself and you'll be able to hear it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the link right there. I'm gonna put it on the screen. That's the link. This is the link. This is the Ellie Seckback link. of the Deontay Wilder interview, you are going to hear him say, this is what you're going to hear him say.
Just know, I know what happened in that situation, but at the end of the day, we have no proof. So if you have no proof, you don't need to come out and like, hey, I know what happened.
That's a sample. And now he's going to talk about it. He has no proof, guys, at about start at the 4-minute mark. It's really up in like the 4-minute and 35-second mark. No, Ellie Seckback is giving him some really good sloppy toppy, telling him that he looking like a welterweight and the head movement and this and that and yada 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 yada. Bruh, I'm telling you, man, like these dudes lied to us. They lied to the boxing community. They lied to their slow-ass SLDBC fan base, and they said that they had proof that Tyson Fury cheated. Only for 16 months, they pushed this lie. For 16 months, they said that Mark Breland spiked Deontay Wilder's water, and this is why he wasn't looking well. For 16 months, he said that the costume was the reason why his legs was weak. For 16 months, he said that the mask that he wore the night with the costume blurred his vision. For 16 months, he said that he had a crab in the bucket referee. Even though the referee took points from Tyson Fury, that the referee wanted to see him lose. For 16 months, you know what I mean? He said that he had an envious and jealous trainer who turned on him. Dude, Mark Breland, this is what got me more hot than anything. He threw Mark Breland under the bus. Mark Breland has an impeccable reputation in the sport of boxing. You threw that man under the bus, and your bomb squad followers threatened this man. This is why I do not like Deontay Wilder fanboys. I don't like them. I am bold when I say this, and I show my face. I can't about you dudes. I really don't, dog. I really don't. I detest Wilder fanboys. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all go around threatening people. I don't like Drew the Midget. I don't like none of them. I really don't like none of them. I just don't, dog. I can't stomach them. I can't stomach them, dog. I can't. You know what I mean? And then what y'all did to Kurt. And then what you did to Kurt, you tried to get the man channel snatched down, boxing no ego. This so y'all got some real suckers, dog. Y'all are some real suckers. Like y'all are some real sucker stuff. Like y'all want to suck this nigga up from Alabama that bad because y'all want to get an interview from him, talking all this pro-black stuff. But everybody y'all attack is black. You attack Terrence Crawford. You attack Anthony Joshua. You attack Dillian White. You attack Mark Breland. You attack Sugar Hill. Everybody, you attack Jamel Charlo. Everybody you attack is black, but you pro-black. Like, make that make sense to me. Make that make sense to me. Everybody you attack is black, but you pro-black. Like, guys, am I tripping right now? Everybody that you attack is black. Mark Breland getting death threats, black man. Sugar Hill getting death threats, black man. Jamel Charlo getting threats, black man. Kenny Bayless, you threw him under the bus. He getting threats, black man. Look at this, guys. Everybody who they throw under the bus is black. Everybody. Except for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is white. They threw him under the bus. You lied on Tyson Fury. You lied on Tyson Fury. Literally. Literally. And then your Twerkanator come out and say this.
Just know, I know what happened in that situation, but at the end of the day, we have no proof. So if you have no proof, you don't need to come out and like, hey, I know what happened. They
said that now the nigga say he ain't got no proof. For 16 months, he said he had proof of all of these allegations that he made. And then he said that he was under some kind of spell. It was some juju put on me. Where you Deontay Wilder fans at? I got the link right there. Come on in and see what I want to see what you got to say right now. I want to see what you got to say. Anybody want to come in, you can come on in. Come on in. Anybody want to come in? I don't care who it is. You want to come on in? Come on in. I don't do any cursing because YouTube, they deem me for doing a lot of, if you have a lot of cursing and stuff like that, just don't drop no F-bombs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just come on in, say what you want to say, and that's it. We're going to try to keep it as clean as possible. You know what I mean? But other than that, I'm just saying, this dude here lied for 16 months. The Alphabet Boy channels lied for 16 months. This is what they did. Shout out to Dead Game Boxer, man. Salute to you, fam. What's going on?
Salute, fam. What's good? I see you cooking, huh?
Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah, I have to, man. I'm have to. I'm on these dudes' neck, bro. I'm on these dudes' neck. I have to, man, because when I sit back and look at it and analyze it for what it is, you know, there's been a narrative that's been pushed for 16 months. People, other black men, have been getting death threats. Sugar Hill, Mark Breland. You see what I'm saying? Other black men have been getting death threats. Jamel Charlo now. You see what I'm saying? Because they don't want to go along with the go on in order to push this narrative, only to have Deontay Wilder come on Ellie Seckback channel yesterday and acknowledge and admit that he had no proof of none of the allegations that he said. If you haven't seen that interview, I advise everybody to go watch that interview.
Can I clear it up?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna clear it up for you. You're playing the interview, but you're not playing the whole interview. If you play the whole interview and you listen to it, he's not talking about Fury. He's talking about Alexander Povetkin when he went to Russia and the cheating allegations. He had no proof of Alexander Povetkin cheating allegations. When he said that, what you're playing, he's not talking about Fury. He's talking
I totally disagree with that. I listened to that interview 3 times. He did bring up Alexander Povetkin. That interview is 11 minutes and 53 seconds long. I listened to that interview in its entirety. He did bring that up. He brought up several different things. He also talked about Mark Breland, didn't bring him up by name, but he said, but what I interpreted from that interview, I advise everybody to go listen to it themselves. I totally 1000% disagree with what you're saying.
Yeah, but
we're just going to agree to disagree.
No, but well, anybody can go back and listen to it and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. In that context of what you're playing, he's talking about he had no proof that Alexander Povetkin cheated at the time. So he couldn't do anything. But when it comes to Fury, that's a totally different subject. So you can't mix up the two because you're making it sound like he's talking about Fury and he's really not.
He was talking about Fury.
Hold on,
he was talking about Fury. I totally disagree with you. He was talking about Fury.
Hold on, brother. The problem with what you're saying is this. He's been saying that he has proof that Fury cheated for 16 months. He has yet to produce one scrap of evidence that the man cheated. That's the point we're talking about. We're talking about he played the interview, yes. But we talking about him saying that he has evidence that Fury cheated. Well, where is it? Where is it? Show us something. You show us something, we'll retract everything we said. But for 16 months, you said you had proof and you haven't shown any proof. That's the problem with your statement, brother.
Well, not really, because you're moving the goalposts. My statement was about the video that he played. What you talking about is changing the whole subject, brother. When I came on here, I never talked about what you talking about. I came on here just to let you guys know that the clip that you playing, he's talking about another fighter. He's not talking about Fury. So when you confuse the people, it's not a good look. And I just wanted to clear it up because I figured you guys really didn't know.
Okay, well, I tell you what, brother, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I'm gonna be as blunt with you and honest with you as I possibly can. We're gonna agree to disagree on this. You can talk to your lips fall off. I don't agree with anything what you just said. I can talk to my lips fall off. You will not agree with anything I just said because your take of the interview that you heard, the 11 minute and 53 second interview, where he did bring up Povetkin, him and Povetkin never fought. They didn't even fight each other. He was talking about, with the Povetkin case, he was talking about how one judge ruled in his favor, but then another judge turned around and reversed it. And then he went into talking about the cheating allegations. So that was, so I would advise you to listen to it again. But at this point, I understand your position. You're talking the same talking points. I get it. I understand. But there's nothing in this lifetime or the next lifetime or the lifetime after that you are going to tell me on this show right now today to get me to agree with you. We're just going to agree to disagree, brother. Other than that, that's it. Anything else you would like to say, sir?
Nah, brother, it's all good, man. I'm just saying, I just jumped on, man. I jump on every now and then, bro. I just wanted to chop it up for a minute. I seen you was cooking and just wanted to, spread a little cooking on it.
Yeah.
Well, great to hear from you, brother.
I really great to hear from you, fam. Listen, I'm going to drop the link. I dropped it again. I would advise everybody to listen to this interview in its entirety. I listened to the interview 3 times and I came away with the same conclusion. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm going to do. since my brother Dead Game Boxing said that I am conflicting two different stories, I'm going to listen to the interview 3 more times. I'm going to take my time and listen to it, and I'm going to try to find one iota of what this brother is saying. But I guarantee I'm going to come back with the same conclusion that I came back with the first 3 times. I totally disagree, brother. We're just going to agree to disagree on this subject matter. There's nothing in this lifetime that you are going to say to convince me other. I know what my ears heard, and my level of understanding is pretty good. And I listened to it 3 times because I wanted to make sure that I was sure, so that I can know that I know what I'm talking about before I said it. So we're just going to disagree on that, brother. Thank you so much, Dead Game Boxer, for coming on. But brother, I have to say, brother, you're wrong on this subject matter, in my opinion.
I'll fall back in the chat and I'll come through another time, brother. Y'all have a blessing. Peace.
All right, you too, brother.
You too,
hey,
sir.
salute.
You too,
Salute.
sir.
Hey, let's bring a round of applause for Dead Game Boxing. Round of applause for Dead Game Boxing, man. Hold on, this Anthony Breland? Who is this? Is this the real Anthony Breland?
Yeah.
Oh, this Mark Breland's son?
Yeah.
Oh, listen, look here, man. Listen, man. Listen. Let's round a round of applause. This is Anthony Breland, Mark Breland's son, man. Bro, I had no idea.
What's happening, man?
What's up, Shelman?
Hey, listen, I had no idea this brother was coming on. I saw him in the chat yesterday. I had no idea he was coming on. This is not planned or none of that. I'm just here cooking. I'm taking up for his father. You know what I mean? I never met his father, but I'm like, man, you threw this man under the bus. This man was getting goddamn death threats. But let me shut my big ass mouth and let AB talk, man. Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah, man. He clearly said that he had all the facts and the proof of perfecting. I watched the interview as well. He was talking about Tyson Fury. He does not have any proof. Yo, man, if you can play it back around like 4:13, like 4 minutes and 13 seconds, he clearly says, just like the perfecting thing, I had all the facts and the proof, and it went in my favor. So you see, they just hear what they want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. AB, man, listen. I'm gonna drop. I definitely want to talk to you, brother. I want to talk to you in the I'm gonna drop my phone number right here, not on the chat, but I'm gonna send it to you right now. I would love to interview you, brother, because I've been riding hard for your father. I've been riding hard for him, brother, because he was one of my favorite boxers coming out of the Olympics. Your father has an impeccable, and I'm not capping for you or your father, but I'm calling it like it is. I'm not a capper. He's a damn good man. He has a damn good reputation in the sport of boxing. And when to see that he got thrown under the bus, you know what I mean? I don't like that, bro. I don't like that. And I'm not gonna go alone to get along. I'm gonna stand up in the paint, and I have to. You see what I'm saying? If I'm gonna stand on the hill by myself, to stand on truth, then so goddamn be it. That's what it's gonna be.
AB.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, brother? Now, man, I try to keep it 50-50. I spoke to you before, correct?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, man. And like I've always said, I've been a fan of Wilder. I think Wilder's good for boxing. Wilder is exciting. He can fill up some seats. I give him that. But my problem with him is saying that he had the evidence that Fury cheated him, that his water was tampered with, that the gloves were there was egg weights in the gloves, that the referee was against him. He said he had all this evidence for 16 months and he hasn't produced anything. You can't accuse people and then when they ask you for the evidence, you just brush it aside and move on to another subject. You can't do that, brother. That's the problem with Wilder.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. He was talking a lot. He had a lot to say, in these past interviews. But then we get to the press conference, he doesn't say a word. So I'm like, man, you haven't showed us nothing yet. So I'm like, why people still believe in what he has to say at this point?
Listen, AB, listen, bro, can you look in the private chat?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it. Okay, yeah, man, brother. Please just send me a text, man. Y'all gonna get a fair shake over here. You see what I'm saying? Because I understand that these guys pushing a narrative, and I'm not with the narrative. I'm not with the race baiting, the race hustling. You talk all this pro-black stuff. You know what I mean? I want to ask you a question because I don't want to get ahead of myself. What would be the motive? Which we know is some foolishness. You just got your ass whooped by Tyson Fury. That's what happened. That's my take on it. AB is not saying this. This is what I'm saying. This is what Coach Malachi Williams saying. What would be? I talked to Tommy Brooks. If you don't know who Tommy Brooks is, he's a legendary trainer, trained Pernell Whitaker.
I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Tommy Brooks said that he spoke highly of your father. He said, "Why in the hell would Mark Breland do that?" He said, "If Mark Breland was to, if he was to help sabotage his fighter, if he hurt his fighter, he hurt himself. Why would he do that? What would be his motive to spike a man's water allegedly? And we know he didn't do that. Why would he do that? Out of 40-some fights, this is the man, your father taught this dude how to throw that goddamn right hand that he's throwing right now. Told him how to throw it properly. Now all of a sudden, he's just going to switch out on him for nothing. And you ain't produced no proof. You assassinated this man's character. That's the problem that I have with it. All them dudes do, them Alphabet Boy channels, everybody they attack is black.
Yeah.
I got a problem with that, bro.
It's kind of like contradictory because it's like, man, Terrence Crawford is black. Joshua's black. I don't understand like that. It's just, man, they're just fun. Oh man, that's so annoying, man. LDVC, man, I don't know. Them dudes are just racist. That's what they are. Race baiters, man. I really have nothing to say about them.
Right. But listen, man, brother, man, I thank you so much for taking the time out, man. Man, please listen. I know you're busy, but man, just give me a call, man, and I would love just to interview you, bro. It ain't gonna be no foolishness over here, not on this channel.
Yeah.
You won't be disrespected, you won't be threatened. It ain't gonna be none of that over. I don't play that over here. Them other channels, they'll let other people come on and call you out your name and say, I don't do that over here. Not over here, not on this channel. We don't do that. I am the opposite of the Alphabet Boys. I'm the opposite of that. And I stand on this hill. I stand on this hill by myself, bro. I stand on this hill. It is what it is. I do not care. I'm a man's man. I stand on this hill by myself, bro. I mean that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I say, it's me saying. I ain't got nobody else saying it with me. It's me.
Yeah,
it's me, Coach Malachi.
Yeah, I watch it. I watch your videos. I like your channel.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, man, listen, man, shout out to you, fam, man. I wish your father. How's your father doing?
He's good.
I mean, is he training any fighters right now?
Honestly, right now he's just chilling right now. But he has other fighters, but they're not fighting right now. So he's just been relaxing.
Does he have any plans to come back to the sport of boxing? And has anybody like in the sport of boxing reached out to him or
not that I know of, because he's very secretive with his things.
Right. So, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. But listen, bro, man. Listen, Anthony, man, I really appreciate you stopping by, bro. It's an honor and a privilege to meet you, brother. You got my number, please, man. Just send me a text, man. Please, just send me a text, man. And I got much love for you and your father and your whole family, bro. And I'm gonna ride for him right here on this channel. You ain't got to worry about that. Tell your daddy he got somebody from Miami that's riding for him hard. I'm on their neck right now. Tell him that.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Salute. Hey, round of applause. Round of applause to the AB, man.
Yeah, later.
Round of applause, man, to Anthony Breland. Listen, bro, this is a real exclusive. I had no idea he was coming on. I really didn't. I didn't set this up and none of that.
That's a great one, Coach. That shows how your channel is growing and how the message is getting out. That's what it shows. Now, let me say this right quick to everybody in the chat. Me and the coach are not saying that there aren't shenanigans and things that go on in boxing that are below the belt. We know that. As the coach alluded to earlier, we spoke with Tommy Brooks, I think it was a week and a half ago. Yeah. Tommy Brooks said one time he had a middleweight fighter, top 10 fighter, he's a contender. And he took a fight. He told Tommy he didn't feel good. He didn't feel right before the fight. He went on with the fight. He won the fight. But this fighter that he was talking about said he had a thing where he ate an orange before every fight. So he went on out. He said he wasn't feeling right the entire fight, but he won the fight. When he came back to the locker room, he had only eaten half of the orange because he said it didn't taste right. He just didn't feel right. He had the orange tested. Someone had injected heroin and other barbiturate downer drugs into the orange. He had it tested. So we know that things go on in boxing. What we're saying is Wilder has not proved that these things went on in the second fight. And that's the problem. You keep talking about you didn't feel right. You knew what happened. You know what happened. Well, if you know, let us know so we can stop calling you a liar. Because right now you're sounding like you're just telling lies, brother. That's the problem with your argument.
Let me give shout out to my brother Sly Tennessee for the super chat. He said, why the LDBC send the boys after him if he lying? Exactly. Listen, guys, the reason why I say I stand on this hill by myself, I'm gonna tell you why. Because the things that I say is independent of my brother Shelton Moore and independent of any other channel that I may rock with, like a Lady Shan or Major Key Boxing or my brother Troy Graham or anybody. I stand on this square by myself because I want to be the one to take the heat. I don't want Shelton to take no heat. I don't want Major Key to take no heat because all of them have their own brands and they go about things a different way. I don't. I'm a very animated individual. I'm a very passionate individual. You see what I'm saying? And if I believe in something real strongly, I'm going to ride for it. If I'm wrong in the public, I'm going to apologize in public. I'm not going to tiptoe around this. You see what I'm saying? I attack this thing with the same vigor that them fools lie and spray lies on Mark Breland, on Mark Breland. You know what I mean? That I attack it with the same vigor that they spread lies. And now I'm not even a fan of Tyson Fury. But enough is enough. Enough is enough. If you ain't got no proof that this man cheated, and then you sit back on Ellie Seckback channel and say that, no, man, we ain't got no proof. Come on, man. After 16 months of this, people getting death threats. I don't mind the death threats. Me personally, I don't care. I really don't care, man. Like, it is what it is, bro. I'm going to stand on this square, bro. I promise you. When I say I stand on this hill by myself, I don't need no help. I don't need no backup. I am a one-man army. I can handle every letter in the alphabet when it comes to the alphabet boys. Literally. Video for video.
That's true, coach. And I commend you for that. But what I'm saying is you stand on your square because you know what your eyes tell you and what you hear, what you see. This is common sense. This is not trying to be nobody's fucking friend because I came here by myself. I leave here by myself. I don't need no fucking friends. What I'm saying is it's common sense that if you accuse somebody of doing these things, you need to have proof of your accusations or stop saying it. You keep on spreading these lies and you have no proof. That's my problem with you. I don't know you personally, Wilder. Don't have nothing against you. Like I said, I think you're good for the sport. But right now you're lying, man. You're making yourself look bad in my eyes. I don't care about how anybody else sees it. This is my opinion. This is an opinion-based show, and I'm giving you my opinion. It looks like you're lying to me, brother. You're lying.
Bro, I mean, listen, I'm going to call it like it is. He is lying. The reason why I say he is lying, because he said that he had proof and he was going to show proof. This is what he said. He said that I have proof and I'm going to show proof. Now he's saying that he don't have proof. No, I'm not conflicting the two. I'm not conflicting Prevekin, you know what I mean, with what Wilder said, and I'm only playing a snippet of the interview. No, the interview is 11 minutes and 53 seconds long. Please listen to it. Please listen to it. Listen to it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Listen to it.
Excuse me, coach.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. Exclusive boxing. The link is in the chat. Exclusive boxing. The link is in the chat.
Right. Anybody want to come on? Come on. It's an equal opportunity show. Come on, speak your piece. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, we probably gonna disagree, but it is what it is. So, as long as you're respectful, don't do any cursing, nothing like that, because YouTube be tripping on that a lot of the profanity and stuff like that. So long as you ain't dropping a bunch of F-bombs and this and that, you good. If you are, I'm gonna knock you off the panel. I'm gonna just kick you off the panel. You know what I mean? So I have to. Right. So other than that, that's it, man. We talk all this black man stuff, but last time I checked, Mark Breland was a black man. See, y'all real selective about which blacks y'all want to support. I noticed that too. You want to keep this. We all one. We with the black man narrative. Everything good. You know what I mean? It's okay when we support the country boy from Alabama, even though he lying and making all these goddamn allegations, all because he lost the fight. And I'm supposed to ride with that? Listen, I don't do skin color politics. I'm not a skin color politician. If I want to do skin color politics, I'll run with Farrakhan. I'll run with Al Sharpton. I'll run with Jesse Jackson. I'll run with Benjamin Crump. I'll run with the Alphabet Boys. I don't do skin color politics.
G-Man in the chat. Excuse me, coach. G-Man in the chat. We understand that evidence is probably not admissible in court, but that's the problem. Wilder never took him to court. If someone tried to injure me, put egg weights in their gloves, and put a dent in my skull, which I don't believe because bones break, they don't dent. But if somebody tried to physically assault me, put drugs in my water, hit me with loaded gloves, trying to kill me, I would have taken them to court if I had the evidence. That's what we're saying. We understand that it's not admissible in court because Wilder's never been to a legal court. So I don't understand why a man who was assaulted would not want to press charges. And don't tell me nothing about no street code and he want to get back in blood. That's garbage, man. This man tried to end your career and assault you, according to you. Tried to put drugs in your water. That's a felony. You can get this man kicked out of boxing for doing that if you had the evidence. That's all we asking for is show us something and we'll get off your neck. But until then, we can't because you're not telling the truth, brother.
Right. Let me go ahead and we got somebody coming in on the chat. I'm not familiar who this person is. Let's see who this is. We got somebody new in the chat. State your name, brother. Where you from?
Yeah, you know my name. It said right there. Nobody perfect.
All right. Where you from?
I'm from Florida.
All right. Go ahead. Speak your mind.
No, I'm just breezing through the channel. I'm just trying to find out, like, are you like cover all sport of boxing and stuff like that? I'm just really listening right now. I saw the title. I'm just listening right now. What's the topic though?
The topic is the title.
Let me see. What is? I didn't read it. I forget what the title is. Right?
Deontay Wilder admits that he has no proof that Tyson Fury.
What is that avatar, bro? What is that avatar right there?
It's somebody massaging the brain.
Okay.
The brain being massaged.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Yeah, so that's the topic. Right now, on Ellie Seckback, I don't know. Are you familiar with Ellie Seckback?
Yeah, I know. I watched a few of his videos.
Yeah, go ahead and watch his video. I dropped the link down there. Basically, Wilder sit back and he did an exclusive with Ellie Seckback after the press conference yesterday, and he just basically said that he said a lot of stuff, but he said that he didn't have any proof of any cheating going on with Tyson Fury. He said, if at the end of the day, if you can't prove it, it ain't no need of continuously talking about it and said. After for 16 months, this narrative that's been running around that it was a million excuses with with Fury cheating and different versions of Glovegate, the referee, Mark Breland, which is a damn good man, black man, throw him under the bus saying that he spiked this water and all that stuff there. But he said he had proof. His supporters and his followers said they had proof. They was going to show it. And then Wilder sat back yesterday and said he had no proof. So this is what I'm talking about. You have people reputations being smeared right now and guys receiving death threats. Black men, since we on this pro-black stuff. Now I'm not saying you, brother, but I'm just saying that's been the narrative. And this is what's been going on. There's no accountability. And that's what I don't like, and that's what I'm addressing.
Oh, so Wilder said he has no proof that Fury cheated?
I just dropped the link right here. Brother. Hold on.
I can't see what's going on in the on the YouTube because I'm on the chat.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. Here go the link. Do you see it right there? I just dropped the link.
Oh,
so you can go right to it. You'll be able to go right to it. Later on. Just look up Ellie Seckback. Deontay Wilder interview with ES News. Go to ES. I think it's ES News. ES News.
Okay. I got you. What you do? You just like cover the politics of boxing? That's what this channel about?
No, I cover everything as it relates to the sport of boxing. It's just right now this is a hot topic. You know what I mean? So, hold on.
Can I ask you a quick question, brother? Do you know the betting odds with this fight with Fury and Wilder?
No, sir. I don't know the betting odds at all.
Oh, so you don't bet on fights or nothing like that?
Yes, I do. I do bet on fights from time to time. I look at the betting odds with Vegas. I placed a bet on the Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez fight. You know what I mean? So I did place
advice. Do you give like advice on chatters before a fight, like or bet? I'm trying to get into like betting on boxing.
No, sir. I don't give any advice. I'm not a gambler at all, really. You know what I mean? I just
okay.
Yeah, I'm not a professional gambler.
With this Tyson Fury, with this Wilder fight, who you think gonna win?
And I got Tyson. I got Tyson Fury. I got Tyson Fury stopping Wilder in about the 10th, 11th round. TKO.
Snap. All right, I appreciate that. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. You know what I mean? Try to soak up some knowledge and shit. Other than that, man, I don't think Fury cheated. I think it was a fair fight. I don't think Wilder was 100% Wilder that fight. I think he should have went with that, if anything, if he was gonna make an excuse. But other than that,
I agree with that. And I said that on this channel. I said that, listen, man, Wilder did not look the same that night, right? Now, I don't know why he didn't look the same, but I did say that he did not look the same. So I gave him that. I say Wilder didn't look the same, but all of the different allegations, he said a whole lot of stuff. So, so other than that, man, that's it. He didn't look the same, but the thing is, I can't, you said you had proof of all of these different things that went on, and then now you saying that you don't have proof. You know what I mean? So,
but know what I think it is? Honest with you, I think Wilder. I think Mark Breland said it when he wrote that tweet on Twitter. Some shit. I read it. He said some shit like Wilder is like really hard to train. He said Wilder got to the point where I really wasn't his trainer. I would just relay messages to Mark. He said Mark Breland really was never his trainer. If you read that message, everything that's going on, Mark Breland basically broke that shit down. Mark Breland.
In the press conference,
really never his trainer. Like we think he was his trainer. I only think JD's was his trainer, like we think.
Yeah, but no, in the press conference, Malik Scott did say that Wilder is very stubborn. He's very stubborn. You know, stubbornness is they're hard to teach when someone is very stubborn. So, you know, that would explain a lot. If a person is very stubborn, then it would be very hard to get through to that individual. And just maybe, you know, Mark Breland was to the point where, man, I can't even get through this guy anymore. And then when Wilder said that, hey, I always wanted Malik Scott to be my trainer. So once this loss came about, that was his exit to get Mark Breland out of there. And if that's the case, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Just say that. Right. But don't lie on the man and say, oh, he spiked my water and you ain't got no proof of it. And don't even tell us what the motive is. Why would he do that? Yeah, you know, Mark Breland has a damn good reputation in the sport of boxing, bro. Yeah, he's like literally. A lot of people love that dude.
Yeah, I agree. I think Wilder just couldn't accept the loss, bro. I think he couldn't accept that loss, and he just was trying to find anybody to really put the blame on, make excuses. You know what I'm saying? But I think what the thing is, the only excuse he needs to blame is himself. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't think he was training hard. And I think that, you know, either this fight that he lost, that fight he lost with Fury, gonna even say, oh, make him shape up and get on point and start listening, or, you know, or I believe if Wilder was about 60-70% Wilder and Fury beat his ass like that, I don't think Wilder can beat Fury.
Right. I just want him to be. I just want to see a good fight. I think it's going to be a damn good fight. It's going to be phenomenal. I think the numbers are going to be great. It's going to sell well. I hope this venue sells out. I think the pay-per-view, it should do at least 1 million, this pay-per-view. And I think we're going to get an exciting fight. We're going to get the best Wilder. We're going to get the best Fury. I don't want no excuses from Fury. I don't want no excuses from Wilder. May the best man win.
Exactly. Facts. I agree with that, bro. I agree with that.
Hey, man, but listen, brother, man, thank you so much, man. I'm going to let somebody else on the panel, man. I really appreciate that you taking the time out to rock with us, man, okay?
No problem, bro. Have a good one.
All right, let's bring a round of applause. Round of applause for my brother, Nobody's Perfect. Round of applause for Nobody's Perfect. And let me, hey, shout out to Lady Shan in the building. Shout out to Lady Shan. And, hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Shout out to Lil Bullet. I guess he gave the odds. What you say, Tyson Fury 2-7. Draw 25 or Wilder, what you say, Wilder 5-2? Okay. And the draw 25-1. Okay, cool. Thanks for clearing that up. Stan, Sly Tendencies, I see you came on and you went off. I was going to let you win. Let's address some of these people in the chat. Some of the brothers in the chat. Let's see who else what we got. Best of the best. What you say, man? Wilder coming to the first press conference with headphones on and not speaking says it all. Fury going to punish Wilder worse this time. Okay, let's see. Sly Tennis, you on, fam?
What's up, man? I'm here. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. I'm just going over these comments. What's going on with you?
No, man, not much. I was going to cook on a couple things real quick.
Go ahead.
The first one, that dude that came on and said it was about Povetkin. The problem is that he's accusing y'all of moving the goalposts, but what he's actually doing is that he's moving the goalposts. Yeah, he's a circular logic. Yeah, and here's the proof. Why would all of the LDBC, I think it was something like 7 channels went after Kurt. You think they went after Kurt just to get a correction? No. I mean, come on, man. Because if it was a correction, then YouTube would have struck the video down. So there's that. A couple other things too. That one dude that was just on Wilder, he keeps saying that he had an off night, and this is a theory, but he came in almost 25 pounds heavier than normal. It was the heaviest he's ever been in his whole career. I think that he just just underestimated Fury and thought he's going to walk through him. And obviously it didn't pay off. And Fury put a bunch of muscle on and just drained his legs out. And so it is what it is. But him and Bitten. I also wanted to say this real quick too about Ellie Seckback. This dude is just a clown. He's like the laughing stock of the boxing community. This dude will do and say anything to get an interview with somebody, to get access. He got thrown. I'm dead serious. This dude got thrown out of Fury's locker room. He was about to do an interview with. They had like 8 people in the room. Fury had him thrown out because this dude, he was trying to get some clout. He did a whole story that he took down about how Tyson Fury was anti-Semitic because he posted a thing saying that he wanted to stop. It was something about peace in the Middle East. He said he wanted the ceasefire to happen in Gaza. It was during the first fight, but luckily Tyson Fury recognized him and he had him thrown out. I think it's on video, so it's really funny. But this dude's a clown. He's the kind of dude that'll like start a fight and then offer to hold your coat. He's just a hypocrite, man. So don't get sucked in by any of the crap he says. And I'm sure everybody who's listening to the interview heard him oozing for Deontay Wilder. It's just pathetic, man.
Well, it was disgusting. And bro, this was probably one of the most disgusting interviews I've ever heard in my life. Not from a Wilder standpoint, but from a setback. Like, I thought he was Deontay Wilder's woman. Like literally, I thought he was Deontay Wilder's woman, and his woman was right there. Deontay Wilder, his beautiful wife was right there in the room, along with his entourage and his family. They was right there in the room. But Ellie Seckback was, he was just, oh my God! Like I'm like, bro, like, are you doing an interview? Or are you making love? What you doing?
Well, and here's the thing, like he tells everybody that he's a journalist. And look, man,
it's not the journalist about that dude at all.
That's like Joe Biden. That's like Joe Biden only allowing questions from freaking MSNBC. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, Ellie, we all know that Ellie traded integrity for access. We know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah. Hey, that is true, Sheldon. That is true. He traded his integrity for access, and that's what he did. You know what I mean? Because if you listen, I'm registered with the United States Press Agency, right? And I've been with them for since 2014. As a matter of fact. Do I have any? Yeah, I showed it on my show before. I'm gonna show y'all my press passes. I can show it to you. Like I literally am. And
I believe you.
My teacher who taught me, I'm gonna show it to you. I have it. My teacher who taught me, you have to be very very objective when you ask questions. Yeah. You can't really show any bias. Now we know that's not true today.
That's all cap, but
that's not true today. Like this is my press pass right here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is this 2021, and this is USPA, United States Press Agency. So, and it's current, is as up to date. You know what I mean? I'm a photojournalist, so I get it. You get these, you get this to go on your hip, you get this to go around your neck, press pass to go around your neck. You know, I have one for the car, and because I used to cover music before I started doing this boxing stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I used to cover. So, there's no objectivity. There's no objectivity to these guys. So Wilder, and I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna tell you the reason why Deontay Wilder did not answer any questions at that press conference, because it wasn't Jabba the Hutt that was going to ask some questions. It wasn't Blue that was going to ask some questions. It wasn't Boxing Ego, Dante's Race Baiting Nation, Aki TV, Drew the Midget. It wasn't none of those Alphabet Boy channels that was going to ask him questions. Those reporters was going to challenge him and ask him objectively about all of the allegations leading up to this fight and asking those questions. And he wasn't man enough to stand up in the paint. He didn't want to deal with that smoke. So since he didn't want to deal with that smoke, he put his headphones on like a little child, like I used to do when I was a kid, fold my arms up, act like I'm not listening, I ain't paying attention. That was childish as hell to me. You see what I'm saying? You're a prize fighter. You're a prize fighter.
It's embarrassing. And look, more importantly than anything, if you're gonna make it's fine to just make allegations. Let's stand up for what you believe in. A coward, this is the thing. They'll say they're pro-black and this and that, but Wilder's listening to the white lawyer. Don't say nothing, because he knows that he might get a defamation suit. Because everybody in here, all these dudes in here that think that it's a joke or it's not that serious. There's so many people that have gotten death threats, people that have gotten jumped. I know people that got beat up because they said, I don't mess with Wilder. It's everywhere. And Tyson Fury, I can't even begin to I don't even want to imagine what his DMs look like. I mean, listen to, there's a whole video Mike from Boston did about the LDBC and all the death threats they did on camera and then later deleted and stuff. So, I mean, it's just disgusting. We're trying to bring some normality back to boxing, for Christ's sake. We're not into this go along, get along gang.
Yeah, Eliza, I get what you're saying. You're saying, I know Fred, your boy. No, I got Fred number. I can talk to him and call him on the phone. But when it comes to this boxing stuff, we stand on the opposite end of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. Me and him stand on the opposite end of the spectrum. My relationship with Kurt is not Kurt, but with Fred has nothing to do with the sport of boxing at all. And what my relationship with him is totally opposite, because he reached out to me about something else dealing with the Nation of Islam. You know, because I was a member in that for 24 and a half years. So he's putting together a documentary, you know, about 9 wives. So I would advise everybody to go buy that, you know, when it dropped, you know, and Kurt and all jokes aside. Now Fred is a smart guy. He used to work for the LA Times. Now he's a sharp guy. The only problem is when it comes to the sport of boxing, he falls in line with the narrative. You know, he falls in line with the narrative as it relates to Deontay Wilder, and I can't stand up with him on that. And I'm not going to stand up with him on that. I don't care how all right I am with you. I'm not going to do it.
Sly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, brother. I want to get your impressions of the conference. What did you see and what did you take from it?
You know, I can be objective too. Like, besides it's not that I hate Wilder. I don't hate Wilder. I used to like him, but honestly, it just reminded me of a child not getting their way. It reminded me of a little kid not getting his way. So he's just going to sit there with his headphones on, eating peanuts and twiddling his fingers around and stuff. Like the way he dissed that journalist that asked him a question, she didn't even ask him anything that bad. And he started, you know, the disdain, like, what do you want, you know? And I just think it's sad, because here's the thing that people seem to forget about boxing. The whole objective of a press conference is to get your fans, to get your people to buy your stuff. Sorry, my bad. If I'm the person that's in charge, like, I'm paying you. So how come I can't criticize you? How come I can't ask you tough questions? How come I can't do any of that stuff? I'm giving you my money. I got to go sweat in the factory all week to make my money, to watch you fight. And you can't even give me the decency of answering a couple of questions. So I was kind of pissed off when I left, when I got done watching it. I felt like it was a big waste of time. I felt like the only entertainment value was Tyson Fury roasting. I mean, and I hate saying this, but I felt bad for Malik Scott. It's not his job. You know, it's his job to train the dude. It's not his job to sit there and cap for Wilder like that. So I was pissed off. But other than that, you know, whatever. I'm just waiting for the fight to happen.
So what you thought of the show, to answer Shelton's question, is you just thought that you was disappointed with the fact that you felt like he should have handled himself a lot more professional. He seemed like a little child, pouting. You know, I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but
no. He should have, like, look, you don't tell the truth when it's convenient. And if you believe something, like if you believe, oh, I believe he did this, I believe he did that, because look how much energy he had in that hotel room. See, it's this whole theory about yes men. It's actually true. Like, I really don't believe he can be around people that disagree with him on anything.
Yeah. And this is what now I want to say Mark Breland. I don't want to put words in Mark Breland's mouth, but this is the rumor mill that goes on in the sport of boxing about Wilder. You can't say anything to make him upset. You have to cater to his ego, right? If he does something, if he throws a punch, oh, that's it. Oh, well, Wilder, oh my God, look at that punch you just threw. You know, instead of saying, look, man, you threw the punch, but you didn't throw it right. You know what I mean? You're supposed to slip the jab and come this way. And when you throw that punch, right, when you throw that punch, you got to understand, if you throw it and you miss, if this guy slipped this way, you got to be ready for what he's going to come back with, the counter. So these are the things you need to work on. Now, I will say this, you know, they have been doing stuff for the gram, putting videos out there showing what he's been working on, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. My whole thing is this. You threw Mark Breland under the bus. I've been consistent with this. You threw Mark Breland under the bus. That's what I didn't like. That was the nail in the coffin for me. Yeah. Because you say that you are pro-black, but everybody that you Alphabet Boy channels attack is black. You attack Kurt. Try to get him taken off of YouTube. You attack Mark Breland. He receiving death threats. You attack Sugar Hill. He received death threats. You know, you attack Kenny Bayless. He probably receiving death threats. You attack Jamel Charlo because he wouldn't go along with the narrative. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you attack Anthony Joshua. I'm like, damn, you attack Dillian White. I'm like, damn, everybody these dudes attack is black. Hey, listen, I know you're working right now. There's a lot of noise in the background, so I'm gonna go ahead and sign you out.
I'm
Okay?
sorry. My bad. I put it on mute. I'm at the grocery store. My bad. I put it on mute.
All right, but listen, hey, Sly, just put it on mute. Yeah, so this is my issue. You know what I mean? How in the hell you pro-black, but everybody you attack black?
And
like,
I
make
agree
that
with
make
that.
sense to me.
And I agree with that, Coach. I agree with that wholeheartedly. You can't say you pro-black, but you attacking nothing but black. So it's a contradictory statement. Now, I will say this. I said it in the beginning, and I'm going to state it one more time for the people who just tuned in. I do appreciate the fact that Wilder gave interviews to small media.
Yeah.
Upcoming media, black media. I appreciate the fact that he did that. Now, there was all softball questions, and the interviews were tailored to what Wilder wanted to say and get his message out, and there was no challenge there. But he did take the time out of his day to give those people interviews, and I do commend him for that. He did go to Brian Custer. Brian Custer is not small media, but he gave Brian Custer an interview. Now, I didn't see that interview. I don't know what questions Brian Custer had asked him, because Brian Custer is usually a straight up dude. He gonna ask you tough questions. But I haven't seen that yet, so I don't know. But I do appreciate the fact that he did take the time out of his day to speak to small media. That was a good thing.
Brian Custer
that was a good thing.
No, I was just going to tell you real quick. Brian Custer is really famous for editing. He if he doesn't like do those live video, and if he does, it's very edited. Like he's the kind of person that gives people journalistic discretion, like creative control. He lets them control what's put out, what's said, and that's one of the reasons that he gets the access that he does.
Right. So this tells me everything that I need to know. If you do an interview with, let's say you do an interview with 20 outlets, right? 20 outlets. I'm just giving an example. And all of these outlets you gave interviews to, they don't ask you any tough questions. They didn't ask you anything about the allegations that you brought up. That tells me everything I need to know. That means that, hey, listen, I'm going to give you an interview, but you better not ask me about A, B, C, and D. See, what we don't know is this here. We don't know what was said prior to the interview that he gave. We don't know what kind of instructions that was given to the interviewer prior to us seeing the interview. You see, we don't know that. So, but I'm a pretty smart guy, and if I was a betting man, I would bet that instructions was given to Ellie Seckback. Well, Ellie Seckback he's not gonna ask no tough questions anyways. His job is to make love, to do what he got to do, back it up, pop it, bust it, in order to get the interview. This is what I'm saying. Nobody on this panel is saying this. This is what Coach Malachi Williams is saying. This is how I feel, and that's that. I give a damn about Ellie Seckback myself. Care nothing about him. But anyways, so if nobody is asking you tough questions, then that tells me everything you need to know. The only reason you agreed to do the interview with those guys is because you knew they was not going to press you on these allegations that you asked. And the reason why you kept quiet during the press conference, because you could not control the situation. You could not control the questions that were going to be asked of you. So instead of standing up in the paint like a man, you know what I mean, and say, you know what, man, I'm here at the press conference. This is for my upcoming fight. You know, I'm gonna answer whatever question they ask me. Muhammad Ali would have did it. Larry Holmes would have did it. Hell, even Mike Tyson did ask questions. He might have got mad and flew off the handle every now and then. But I'm just saying, this is what they do, right? But this guy didn't do it. So that tell me that, you know what, man, I can't stand up in the paint with this stuff. And then to confirm what I believe in my heart is true. When you went on Ellie Seckback, you confirmed about saying that, man, you ain't got no proof of any cheating allegations.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you too that it's kind of a interesting fact about Wilder that kind of really showed who he is. One of the reasons that the first fight took off so much was because the whole Radio Raheem interview where he went off on Radio Raheem. That was the second fight. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. The second fight.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that it sold so well though was because that you had people like Rihanna and everybody commenting and dogging Radio Raheem, and what people don't know is that Radio Raheem, when he asked Wilder that before they did the interview, he was trying to get him to talk about that. And he even, like, he does a whole interview breakdown, Radio Raheem does, on Joe Rogan, explaining the entire thing, saying, look, I've been trying to get you to talk about this for a long time on stage. And you finally got him to talk about it. And instead of, and this is the level of thinking that Wilder has. When it's time to talk about it, instead he just gets enraged and flies off the handle and creates a whole moment.
Hey, Sly, listen to what I know. You're in the store right now. There's a lot of noise in the background. You're gonna have to come back in when you leave the store.
I got you. My bad. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Salute to Sly Tennyson, man, for dropping by, man. Sly always rock with us. Salute to Sly, man. Salute to Sly. You know what I mean? So, other than that, hey, Shelton, go ahead, brother, man. I know I've been hogging the damn mic. Let me calm it down.
It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. You had to get that off your chest.
You know how I get. You know how I get, man.
Yeah, you had to get that off your chest, brother. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and that's the beauty of this platform, man. It's an opinion-based show, and everyone has an opinion. You stated your opinion. I stated my opinion. You know, in my opinion, it still looked like he's a little mentally weak there. He didn't want to answer the tough questions from the reporters in that room, so he went to his friends, whoever he felt he could trust, so to speak, and he gave them interviews. And like I said, those interviews were softball questions and basically catered to the message that Wilder wanted to get out. But I still commend him for doing that. It's just the way he did it. The way he did it, I didn't really too much appreciate. But he did do it. He took the time out of his day, because the bottom line is, let's be honest, he don't have to talk to anybody. He ain't got to say nothing to nobody. He's got his fight. He's training for his fight. He's ready to fight, supposedly. So we gonna see on the 24th. But he did take the time out of his day to do that. I commend him for that. But the questions were softball. Nobody asked him or pressed him on producing the evidence that he said he was going to produce for 16 months. And that's the problem. He said that. He put that out, that he had evidence. So where is it, brother? Put the evidence out that you say you had, and we won't be having these discussions.
Now, and to piggyback off of that, the major issue that I have is I'm like, dude, when I sit back and I study these dudes, the Alphabet Boys is the reason why I started my YouTube channel in January. I just started this in January. It's only been 6 months. These guys are the reason why I started this channel. I noticed, I said, damn, everybody they attack is black. They attack Floyd Mayweather. They attack, when Anthony Joshua lost, Wilder was the first one to make mockery of him. Call him a coward. Yeah, he wasn't no real champion. A, B, C, and D. And all of the Alphabet Boy channels attacking him. And I'm like, wait a minute, man. He's supposed to be black, right? Why? Okay, I don't get it. Like, bro, like these guys kill me, right? And so this is what it was. I said, okay, cool. So now you push this narrative that all of these allegations of different people. But the nail in the coffin to me was Mark Breland. Mark Breland is an honorable guy. No one has anything bad to say about Mark Breland in the sport of boxing. You heard how highly Tommy Brooks spoke of Mark Breland. You heard how highly he spoke of Mark Breland.
I was there.
Right.
I heard it.
Right. So it's like, bruh, you guys totally ignore all of that. It's like they're zombies. They follow marching orders. Okay, if Wilder don't like this person, we not gonna like him. Okay, if the Alphabet Boys say we gonna ride on this person, we gonna ride over. But wait a minute, he black. We don't care. We following orders. And this is the thing that gets me. So now I had to be the one. I had plenty of people come on this channel and say, man, you the first channel that I saw that just really went at them like that. This is what people tell me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this. I'm not saying I'm the only one, but I was told that I was the only one that really came at them the way I came at them. And to this day, Hold on, coach. David Hyde, if this man that's talking is a bum, why the hell are you over here? Go over there and talk to them people that you won't listen to. That ain't bums. Okay. Don't come over here disrespectful, brother. You will get blocked. Hey, David Hyde, man, you over here for a reason. So apparently, I'm not even going to get offended by what you say. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to get offended by it. It come with the territory. It come with the territory. You know what I mean? So by me being out here on the public platform saying what I'm saying, I'm open to whatever criticism that may come from a Wilder fan or fanboy or Alphabet Boy channel fanboy. I can handle it. I got big shoulders, bro. I just worked out this morning, so I got big shoulders. I can handle it. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm gonna still talk my piece, say what I have to say, and you over here for a reason. If you don't like it, you can leave. Bye, Felicia. You can leave. You know what I mean? You can leave. It's simple. You don't have to be here. You know what I mean? So, so it is what it is, you know. And guess what? You know, as long as you stay respectful, it's cool. You don't have to be here. You really don't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just
as
funny,
a matter
man.
of fact, hold on, coach. As a matter of fact, the link is in the chat. So if you got something to say it.
Yeah, I dropped the link in the chat.
We welcome opinions over here. We welcome all opinions.
Yeah, as long as you're respectful. As long as you're respectful, go ahead. Go ahead. You can come on in, David Hay. Come on in. Come get you some of this smoke. You can come on in here. As long as you're respectful. As soon as you start getting disrespectful, I'm kicking you off the panel. Letting you know off the rip. You know what I mean? Other than that, that's it. That's it. But no, the one guy said, why y'all focus on the chat? Because I like to, the reason why we look at the chat, is because we like to allow other people to come on and put their messages up there. If they got something to say, go ahead. LDBC Trey just pulled in. Hold on. Speak your piece.
Stop fucking lying, dude. Stop fucking.
There you go, cursing. There you go, cursing. See, we can't have all that cursing, bro. Listen, you Alphabet Boy channels, we can't have all this cursing on here. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. You know, so as a matter of fact, if you're a troll, man, don't even come in over here. You know what I mean? Because now I'm reluctant to let any trolls come in over here. So I'm gonna give this guy one more shot and see who this is. Go ahead, Dash Diggity. Speak your piece, fam.
Hey, what's going on? New to the show. Salute everybody.
How you doing, brother? Salute to you.
I'm all right. Hey, listen, man. I'm a Wilder fan, somewhat, but that crap he pulled yesterday, that was a straight black eye to boxing and trying to for the heavyweight game, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, you Deontay Wilder. Not everybody knows you. You're not a popular fighter like that. You're not a Mike Tyson. You're not a Evander Holyfield.
Dash Diggity, you went out, fam. You kind of, your voice went out, brother. Dash, you went out. Dash, you're gonna have to come back in, brother. For some reason, you went out. Just click the link again and come back in, fam. For some reason, we can't hear you. Hold on. You back? Yeah. Click the link and I'm a log. Yeah, go ahead.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. No, I'm just saying, to do that, you got to sell this fight. You know what I'm saying? We already know the boxing game and the heavyweight game ain't where it was. You know what I'm saying? So this is your opportunity, at least to interact with Fury. You don't have to pop junk, but you could at least interact something and sell the fight. You just sitting there with your headphones on, saying you're not gonna answer no questions. That was whack. Like you already got beat up to me twice by this guy. You got beat up the first time, and you got beat up the second time. I don't care nothing about no gloves and all that spike in the water, whatever you want to call it. The first fight, bro, you lost. Because ain't no way in hell you gonna freaking get knocked down twice. You knock a man down twice and you wind up a draw. To me, you lost. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that was some BS that he did yesterday, and he has no other option but to win this fight. If he don't win this fight, I don't want to hear nothing from this dude ever again. Go back in your little cubby hole, and that's it. Game over with. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear nothing about no gloves, no spike heavy suits, spike water. I don't want to hear nothing. Just go back in your cubby hole. You're not that dude. And that's pretty much all I got to say, man.
Man, salute to you, Dash Diggity, man. We're going to give my brother Dash Diggity a round of applause. He's new to the channel, man. I really appreciate your objectivity and just speaking your piece, brother. Hey, if you don't mind, where you from? Where you from, fam?
I'm from Jersey.
Oh, you from Jersey? Okay. Oh, he up there with Kurt. I think Kurt up there in Jersey. Shelton.
No, he definitely up there. Lisa Bell's from Jersey.
Oh, Lisa Bell's from Jersey. Okay.
Yeah, Lisa's from Jersey.
Hey, Dash Diggity, man, I really appreciate you taking the time out, man, to come on, brother. I really appreciate that, fam.
No doubt. I'm gonna subscribe to you there, brother. Don't worry about it.
All right, thanks, fam. Salute to you one more time, brother. Shout out to Dash Diggity, man, for taking the time out. We also got my brother Gamo back on the scene. Gamo, what's up, man? I know you in LA, West Side. You over there with Shelton. West Side. They say West Side the best side. I see you over there flex. I can't hear you, man.
Hold on mute, brother. You on mute.
Yo,
I see you flexing.
Yeah,
we got you.
Yeah,
we got you. We got you.
LA. Yeah.
What part of LA you from, brother? What part of LA you from?
Northeast LA, but I'm all around LA working. You already know.
Yeah, I'm out here in Compton, family.
I do boxing PR too. You know what I mean? So
okay.
Yeah, I just think, man, my post day feelings and reactions to Wilder, man, he's still quiet, and man, he just still looks shook, man. I don't think he got a game plan. I think it's gonna look bad on his career, and I think the LDBC gonna be on suicide watch after. And they're still capping for him after this press conference, man. I see blue buzz and all of them. Yo, they still capping for Wilder, even how he looked in the interview, in the press conference. And I heard y'all talking shit about Ellie. Hey, I know not everybody agrees with Ellie, but Ellie's my boy. I text him personally. He grinds, man. Ellie's everywhere. You know what I mean? I don't agree with everything he says, but yo, he everywhere. Ellie Seckback be grinding. But man, Wilder still looks shook. I think he's gonna come in way too light. You know, Fury gonna come in at least 300 pounds. I think Wilder needs to get his weight up. I think he should be using this time to get his weight up. Right now, he's gonna be too light. Fury's just gonna put him on his back foot. You know what I mean? Just come in. So, yo, it's gonna be a crazy fight. I hope I'm there, but I just don't know what's gonna happen with Wilder's career after this. I think if he doesn't get the AJ fight, I think he's gonna be done. You know, I think Usyk
did you? Well, he did other interviews, like he did it with Ellie Seckback. He did it with on the Alphabet Boy channel.
Yeah, shout out to Ellie for getting that too. So shit.
Yeah. Shout out to him for getting the interview. You know what I mean? I don't agree. I don't agree. I still hold my position on how I feel about Ellie Seckback. But I know you have a personal relationship with him, though.
Yeah, because I'm a music artist. I'm a model and a rapper too here in LA and shit. So yeah.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah,
we really don't have a problem with Ellie. It's just the fact that from what I see and been watching Ellie for years, Ellie traded integrity for access, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know he rolling with Wilder because you know what happened with Fury. Everybody done saw that, but yo, this fight is gonna be great. It's gonna look good for Fury, and I think it's just gonna give more hype to the undisputed heavyweight championship fight. And I hate how the LDBC is pushing that they went to arbitration for cheating. No, it was for the trilogy. You know, it was because he was gonna fight AJ. And I hate how they're pushing that. And coach, shout out to you for starting your channel, because you know, years ago when everybody used to go to YouTube for boxing content and news, it would just be LDBC, 78, Dante, and all of them. You know what I mean? Now we got new media, and a lot of people, the LDBC, they be leading people lost astray. They be lost coming to your channel, so they be saying what they saying because they've been watching too much LDBC. You know what I mean? They lost. That's fake news. That's all propaganda. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, this is not a narrative-based channel. Like right now, man. Like if you have any criticism,
you can show business coach, man. You up there with punching coach now, man. You creeping in, coach.
No, I don't have the subscriber base that those guys have. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet. I only been doing it for 6 months, but you know they've been doing it for years. So I can't. You know, I got to still put the work in. But I really appreciate the support, fam. I really do, Gumbo, man.
Yeah, we just tapping in from LA. Shout out to Shelton too. Yeah, unbiased, logically and objectively. Let me show you something real quick. Hold on. I got two phones. I got my work phone.
Anthony Kane, I got you, man. I got you.
Hold on. Cam. Hold on. Let me
Well, what you trying to show?
Oh shit.
What is it you trying to show, Gamo? Yeah, man, but you know what? Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me and Emmanuel right here. If you finna land, we touching down.
Yeah, you Emmanuel. Oh, look like you was a little kid. Look like you was a little kid on that picture.
No. I just I'm 23, so shit. We young as hell.
Oh,
Out here.
okay.
My camera fucking up. But yeah, I got pictures with a lot of fighters because I'm down here in LA. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna cover Manny's camp when he comes down here in LA to finish it before he goes to Vegas. You know what I mean?
That's
So
cool. That's
I'm
cool.
friends with Sean Gibbons. I'm friends with people from Manny's team. So we finna touch down here. I'm hyped for that, man.
Hey, listen.
But
Hey,
yo,
Gano, listen. Can you see the private chat? Can you look in the private chat?
yeah,
Did you see it?
I got it. But I'm a slide right now because I'm doing things too. I wanted to just tap
Okay.
in.
Yeah,
You know
okay,
what I
do
mean?
that.
Just,
All right.
give you some gratitude and all that because man, your channel's going up. You spreading the truth.
All right, he fell off. He fell off, man. So I shout out to my brother Gano, man, for giving him a round of applause for tapping in. You know what I mean? Anthony Kane, what's going on, fam, man? A round of applause for you, brother. Go ahead and speak your mind, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Coach. I'm just wanting to ask a question. What do you think? If Wilder did speak and Wilder didn't have them headphones on, what would have been the outcome? What do you think? I have my views.
Honestly, I think that some buttons would have been pushed by Fury, and I think that Wilder did not want to answer certain questions. And I'm gonna speak from my point of view. You know, when you're going into a press conference of that magnitude, and now all eyes is on the heavyweight division for this particular fight, and you made a whole bunch of allegations, and you said repeatedly throughout the 16 months, and you had channels that you support that push a certain narrative that you had proof of these things. They were going to ask you questions about Mark Breland. They were going to ask some questions about Tyson Fury with the egg weights. They were going to ask some questions about Kenny Bayless. They was going to ask some questions about just the padding taken out of the gloves. They was going to ask some questions about the costume. They was going to ask some questions about the mask. They was going to ask some questions about the autopsy, the dent in the side of his head. He did not want to answer those questions. So it was a good strategy by Wilder not to say anything, right? It was a good strategy. I don't agree with it, you know what I mean? But it was a good strategy by Wilder because when you say a lot of stuff in the public, in front of everybody, you have to be called out on those public statements that you made. So then he decided that, okay, I'm going to go talk to the smaller media outlets, but he didn't speak to objective media outlets. He spoke to the outlets he's been speaking to for years. You know what I mean? The ones who's going to push the narrative, yo, champ, we with you, champ. Bomb squad forever, champ. Yeah, man, you the greatest fighter of all time. So he wants to go to these channels and talk, but he don't want any objective questions coming to him. And how I know that, I'm gonna tell you how I know that. When he was on Ellie Seckback, he sat back and said, he said all these different things. He threw Mark Breland under the bus without mentioning his name. But then he said, you know what, man, this is what he said.
Just know, I know what happened in that situation. But at the end of the day, we have no proof. So if you have no proof, you don't need to come out and like, hey, I know what happened.
That start at the 4 minute and 18 second mark and just listen to it from the 4 minute and 18 second mark to like the 4 minute and 40 second mark, and you'll hear that. You'll hear that part. But listen to the interview in its entirety. The interview is 11 minutes and 53 seconds long. Listen to it. Study.
Yeah. I listen to it. It's on every channel. It's not just on that one. But yeah, I agree totally. And I just want to add that mentally, he went into there thinking he spent the last, 14, 15 months preparing himself mentally. He took this loss bad, very, very bad. And mentally, he's been building up. If he didn't have them earphones in, mentally, he would have been destroyed. He would have been laughed at. Like, he would have been done in the first 2 rounds. I think to save his mental strength, he put them earphones in. But then afterwards, when he did this interview afterwards, he's thought about it. He's had some advice, and this is what he should have done in the press conference. He should have done this in a press conference, and he would have gained a lot of support and a lot of respect and saved his mental health.
Shout out to my brother Bo. Bo, sorry about that, brother. Thank you so much for being patient. Let me address this brother right here. Dan Lockett said that Dane, he said, Coach Malachi, you used to be the LDBC. Boy, hush. I never was the LDBC. Never. I don't know who told you that, dude, but it's an old saying we should say down here in the South and Florida. Man, you got life bent. You got me discombobulated. I've never been LDBC. Never wanted to be a part of them. So, brother, I understand you probably a troll though, so I'm not even gonna pay you no mind. You get no more energy from me. But you're wrong and you're lying. Go ahead, Bo. Sorry about that, brother.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Let me let Lady Shan in. Lady Shan said drop the link, so let me drop the link. Lady Shan, here you
Bo,
go.
what's happening, brother?
Ain't
Lady Chan, what's going on?
Anybody want to come in? Y'all can come on in, man. You know, it
Hey,
don't matter.
man.
Y'all know
Hey.
I'm gonna shut my mouth and let everybody talk.
Hey, I looked at that. I watched that video right after we got off yesterday, man. And I will say, man, I was pretty disappointed, man. I mean, this dude, I think he done lost all the damn confidence in that damn press conference. And you know, if he was normally a quiet dude, I would give him a pass. I'd be like, yo, that's him. But how you go from want to talk all the time, you know, talk about how you gonna knock somebody out, and then now you sitting there with headphones on and pretending that you can't hear when somebody say your name. Like that, to me, that was just real childish, man. And I was really disappointed with Wilder on that one yesterday.
Yeah, he should have just come in and said, look, we don't want to talk about this. We don't have no proof. I know what happened, and just got on with the rest of the shit talk.
Hey, Coach, you mute.
Central Boston, go ahead, fam, and speak your piece, man. Where you from? Central's Boston, can you hear me?
I got an audio issue.
Okay.
Centos, my man, what's happening, brother?
No, he said he has an audio issue. Shell. He said he has an audio issue. So you know.
Yeah,
So.
okay, that's my guy right there. That's Centos. We going to the fight together. We gonna go see that tank fight together.
All right, I got his number.
What's up, Centos? How you doing, brother?
Hey, man, everybody's calling me, man, saying you guys talking about that video. What's happening to everyone on the panel? What's up to the host with the Mr. Malachi and my man Shelton? And Shelton's gonna have a good time when Tank knock out Mario Barrios down there in Atlanta.
So you gonna be sitting right next to me, brother. You gonna watch Mario's beat him down.
Hey, you
man,
know what,
look.
man? Hey, Shelton been screaming that from the beginning, though. Santos, this is my first time
I
meeting you,
know
but he been screaming that. So,
hey, let me tell you about my brother Shelton. He stands on his. He stands on his. I respect him for that, and anybody else. But nah, he's a good brother, man. I like my man. That's my G, man. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man, that video, man, about this no evidence thing. He was referring to the Povetkin case, the overturn of the Povetkin case. He starts off talking about the Tyson situation, but then he uses the Povetkin situation as an example when he's talking about, you know, white privilege type of things, you know. But he talks about that case, about the money that they had won a ruling on, and then that case was overturned by another judge. And he said he knows what happened, but he can't prove it. So he said there was no reason for them to go with it. He wasn't talking about the Tyson Fury situation. I think we're misinterpreting what the man is talking about.
well, let me ask you a question. If we misinterpreted what he's talking about, was there any clarity on it? Because I listened to it 3 times.
Well, did you look at the video that was 21 minutes? That interview was 21 minutes, and Elliot's chopped it up. I looked at all of them last night twice, and that particular video that was chopped up, I looked at it twice because it's when I saw it. Because I said, "What?" I ran it back, and I listened to it from the beginning. And just a few minutes ago, before calling you guys, I looked at the 21-minute video.
Send me the link, because I saw the 11-minute and 53-second video, and I saw it 3 times. And so my interpretation was totally different.
You got to catch it from the beginning. And now, first of all, I want to let y'all know who I am. First of all, I'm a boxing fan first, and I respect everyone's opinion. I don't, you like who you like, you say what you say. That I have no problem with that. I just want to make sure that what Shelton tell you, I want peace between all of us fans. You know what I'm saying? You like who you want to like, that's fine. But at the end of the day, we all want the best fighting the best at the end of the day. And that's what our goals are. However, we're going to have a difference of opinion about how these guys are getting to that point. And that's okay. But you know, some platforms they like to rah and argue and call each other all kind of names, and none of that's necessary. And I know y'all have a respectful platform, and I appreciate that. But I just want to make sure that we have the correct information. I could be misinterpreting the video myself, but from what I understand, what I'm seeing, he's speaking of the Povetkin situation. But I was going to try to send you a link in the chat, but I didn't know if that was okay. So
No, go ahead. Send me the link. Send me the link, bro. Like,
okay, I'll tap into it and send it over to you. Just
or send to the private.
That's the beginning.
Can you send to the private, Santos?
You know what? I can. That'd be better. Okay.
Yeah, send it to the private.
Put it in the private.
Because I don't want to mess up anything for you guys. Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, no,
No,
it's
we
no
good,
problem.
man. You know, I've been knowing you for a minute, Santos, and the one thing I like about you, brother, the same goes for you. You stand on your square, and you don't let nobody push you off of it. And I respect that about you, brother. You're a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I just believe in us. You know, we all trying to do the same thing. We're trying to get the best, to fight the best. I don't care if we are rah and we running people down or we boosting people up. We still want the best fighting the best. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I appreciate. What I do, I need to copy the link, don't I?
As a matter of fact, you can just give me the name of the title. I can look it up. You say it's a 21-minute video. What's the name?
Yes, it's Deontay Wilder exclusive part 2. His prediction for Fury 3 fight.
Okay, Deontay Wilder exclusive part 2. Okay, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'll hear it for myself. So maybe I can get on the same page you on. Part 2.
Let me see. Hold on. I think I might have figured this out.
That's my man Santos. Yeah, that's what we've been pushing, man. We push it on this platform. We push it on the boxing section at midnight, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? We push the same narrative, man, that we can all have our opinions and we can be respectful and we can agree to disagree. You know, I don't take I seen somebody in the chat talking a little shit, but I don't take that personal, man, because number one, I don't know you, you don't know me. Number two, you behind a keyboard making all these threats and saying what you're gonna do. Well, I'm gonna tell you, as a real dude, a street dude, a cat that been through it and know about it. If you was in my face, you wouldn't say nothing like that. You wouldn't talk to me that way. I guarantee you that. So that's why I don't pay no attention. Ain't nobody tough, ain't nobody hard, but I understand that I'm a grown man, and if you was in my presence, you wouldn't talk to me like that. So keep on saying what you got to say. That's fine with me. That's your opinion. I got mine. Yep, that's your opinion. I got mine, and we gonna continue to talk this boxing, and we gonna be respectful.
Santos fell off. Victor Miranda. Go ahead, fam. Thank you so much for being patient.
What's going on? What's going on,
Round of
man?
applause.
Yeah, I watched the interview yesterday too, man. I was thinking the same thing, like why Wilder is not going to answer any questions during the interview. I mean, granted, I like Wilder as a fighter, but yeah, that was definitely suspect to me. You know, I grew up boxing, grew up in a boxing family. My grandfather used to be a professional boxer, Caguas, Puerto Rico. I'm here in Melbourne, Florida.
Eres boricua.
See.
So dominicano y negro.
See. So I see you in Miami. We in Florida. We Florida in the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it was definitely suspect to me. I was like, okay, yeah, because definitely the media is going to ask those questions, and whether he's going to have to say something to it. I mean, I know the whole glove gate and everything. Wilder didn't come out with that first. I mean, LDDBC, Dante's Boxing Nation. I mean, all those YouTube channels, brought out the glove gate. Saying.
I got you, Santos. I got you back in there.
Okay.
Saying that he might have been he cheated, or then they show the pictures and then bringing up allegations and all extra stuff. And I mean, okay, well, we need the proof too. I mean, I know it went down with the same way with Miguel Cotto, with Margarito. Margarito got caught cheating. He didn't get caught with the Cotto fight, but he got caught with the Sugar Shane Mosley fight.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
that was I seen Richardson call him.
So if you got that type of proof, I mean, put it out there. I mean, you see Margarito, he got in trouble for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is my issue. I want to ask on Santos this. This is my issue. This is my issue with not necessarily just with Wilder, but with all of these allegations. Mark Breland is a black man. He got thrown under the bus. He's receiving death threats. Sugar Hill is a black man. He's been receiving death threats. He got, they said what they said about Sugar Hill. I'm not even gonna talk about Anthony Joshua and them. Kenny Bayless, black man. He's got thrown under the bus. My issue with these race baiting, I don't do skin color politics over here. My background is I come from one of the biggest race hustling organizations in America. I was in the Nation Islam for 24 and a half years. I was a lieutenant. I came out of Mosque number 47. I was trained by people from the First Resurrection, right? So I understand race hustling very well. I was very racist myself. I hated anything white. I hated my teeth because they were white. And I supported anything that puts the black narrative. But if a black man did not regurgitate the same kind of rhetoric that I was spitting, I would call him a coon or Uncle Tom, a sellout. And if he made me mad enough, me and my crew would roll up on him. So when I see the Alphabet Boy channels, I see the same thing that I was a part of for 24 and a half years, but on a lower level. And so my issue was this here. Mark Breland got thrown under the bus. No one really came to defend him. We're supposed to be so pro-black. We got to ride with the black man, right? That's the narrative. But every time I turn around, the Alphabet Boy channels are attacking black fighters. They're attacking black trainers, black fighters. Everybody's being attacked. Wilder himself said that Mark Breland spiked this water bottle. He said this. So I'm expecting at least to clarify this stuff in the press conference, and he didn't do that. That's my biggest issue, and I'm gonna stand on that.
Let me chime in if you don't mind. I feel everything you're saying now. I feel what you said. You get that shelter? I sent you something in your text.
Yeah, I got it, brother. I got it.
Okay, all right, cool. I sent that over to the show. But anyway, Coach, I hear what you're saying. I respect everything you're saying, and I agree. We don't need to be doing this cyber or verbal black on black crime. Now, I did not agree with the rhetoric that Wilder was speaking about Mark Breland and vice versa. I didn't think either one of them should be doing that. However, Wilder was the first one I saw to do that, and I disagree with that. He feels stern in what he did. That's fine.
What did Mark Breland do? What did Mark Breland say?
I'm going to explain. Now, Wilder didn't say he spiked the water. He said he was over the water, but he's blaming him for whatever happened, and I don't agree with that. Mark Breland, in my opinion, is a stand-up guy. He wouldn't do something like that. It would be hard. I have to have hardcore evidence to believe that he would ever stoop that low to sabotage his own fighter. I could be wrong. Now, I do know that their relationship was breaking down and falling apart before the first Fury fight, because Mark gave an interview and he let people know that Deontay don't listen to him, do what they want to do. So that lets you know that the chemistry is not there like it needs to be. They need to be on the same page. But at the same time, as far as him firing Mark Breland, that was his choice, because from what he's made everybody understand, that this was discussed between his family as well as his personnel. No one stops my fights. All right. Now, I don't agree with that, but that's what it said. And if he's the boss, he has the right to hire and fire who he chooses. Now, what happened is this situation with Mark Breland and Wilder was rekindled by someone in the media online. They resurfaced that situation and act like Mark Breland was rehired. And I know he wasn't at this point. At first, I thought he was rehired because I was pretty pissed about it myself. Rehired, all this rhetoric spewed out there in front of company, as we like to say in our community, in front of company, and then he refires the guy. But that's not truly what happened. They made us think that. He was never rehired. The firing remained in the beginning. And I got good account from that. I won't, out of respect for the persons that told me, I won't say their names on this platform, okay? But I believe in what I believe because of what the people that told me they're credible people. They're on the inside of the city. Look, I ain't gonna say directly inside, but they're within the borders of the circle of the folks that are involved. Now, I agree with you. We don't need to be doing all this stuff. The stuff about Kenny Bayless, I don't like that. The stuff about Sugar Hill, I didn't like what was said. Sugar Hill was hired to do a job, and that's what he did. So, like I said, when it comes down to protecting what's ours, we don't do a good job of it. We do a bad job of it. We got to do better as a people. Second of all, first and foremost, I'm a fight fan. Then I like some fighters. Well, I like most fighters, but I like some fighters a little more than others. And I'm never going to sit up and talk bad about a fighter not being the type of fighter I want, because in fact they're doing something I'm not going to do myself today. I mean, I've laced up a pair of gloves. I've been in there, but not as a grown man, because I know fighting, training is hard work. Getting used to taking those punches is another hard job. And everybody's out here talking bad about this. I don't care if he's white, black, Latino, Asian, whatever he may be. If you're not going to get in there, do it yourself. Keep your mouth out of the negative sanctions of what you're saying about these people, because these people are fighting for your entertainment. And we go way overboard as fans over the YouTube and other platforms, talking about fighters and going back and forth with one another about nonsense. None of this is putting money in our pocket as far as the fight's concerned, as far as these two guys or these two women fighting in the ring. Their business that they discuss amongst themselves does nothing for our pockets. All we supposed to do is be fans, love the sport, and demand to see the best fight the best. It should be the fans against the conglomerates of boxing. And what I mean by that, what gets in the way of good fights is the business of boxing. And what is the business of boxing are the persons that do the business of boxing. They're the ones primarily that get in the way of us getting good fights. And then we have to go with the narratives that they give us, and then they get us all in a war with each other. And then sometimes the fighters themselves don't make the fights happen, for various reasons. I'm not going to say guys are always scared of one another, because I think if you're a boxer, you're tough enough to get in that ring and box. You're tough enough to face somebody. But at the same time, we just got to do a better job as fans, and we got to understand. We got to learn and understand when the strings are being pulled and causing us to beef with each other. They sold us on the fact that they were going to have Fury and Joshua fighting for almost a year, and all they did was play us the whole time. They played everyone. They played the LDBC. They played the other organizations, New Media, whoever. They played the UK. They played the US. They played us all, and we won and beat against each other. And at the end of the day, they played us, every last one of them, and they tricked us all. I was even saying that because of so much money was involved, that the fight still might happen, even after Wilder won the arbitration. I was saying that, and I'm telling you, man, they play us like a violin, and we got to stop letting them. We got to stop letting them do that, because see, some of us are, up in the age now where we got to watch our blood pressure.
Yeah, yeah, I'm 47, so but I don't have bad. I'm in pretty good health. Yeah, I'm pretty.
Hey, I got a question. I got a question, Santos. When you say they played us, who exactly are you talking about?
Promoters, managers, and sanctioning bodies, commissions, anybody that has to do with the business of boxing, they played us. And there was one fighter that played us, Tyson Fury.
Yeah, they definitely put it out there. They made it sound like there was going to be a fight.
I can't say Joshua plays, because Joshua, you didn't hear from Joshua a lot, but you heard from Eddie Hearn, you heard from Frank Warren, you heard from Bob Arum, and you heard from Tyson Fury. Those are the only ones that really were consistent in saying something. And out of those four, the one that said the least is Frank Warren. So as far as I'm concerned, they played us, and they played us well.
Well, I thought they were actually going forward with the fight, but the arbitration was still out there. So they were never going forward with the fight at all.
I I
No,
told
Bob.
Coach, and I told Santos about a month and a half ago. Remember, Coach? I told you I heard an excerpt from Frank Warren.
Mhm.
Frank Warren said, "We can't do anything until this arbitration is over." You remember
Sure
when I
did.
called you and told you about that, Santos?
Yeah, and I remember when he
And
said it.
I said, "Yep, he gonna fight Wilder."
But
I knew it
then
then.
Frank
I knew
Frank
it then.
Warren come out after that fact and said, yeah, the fight was on?
No,
I thought he came out
He
like,
did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
oh, okay.
He did say
All right.
that. He did say
I don't
that. So let
remember
me
that.
tell you.
I don't remember
Let me tell you something. I personally have been through some arbitrations myself. So I knew the arbitration was real. And I knew that nothing could happen until after the decision came down after the arbitration. Now, I would say this. I've heard a lot of people say they're mad at Fury. They're mad at Bob Arum. Be mad at all four of those guys because they say Eddie didn't lie to him. Yes, he did. Eddie is representing $1 billion company. I'm sorry. If you don't understand legal procedures, you're not a good businessman. I'm a little $5 businessman, and I got that. I got more sense than that. This man is representing a multi-million, billion plus company. He is the face of the zone. How can he not understand legal procedures? When there's an arbitration in there, him or somebody within that company, I'm sure the zone has attorneys. He could have got some kind of expert opinion about what was going on. So I don't believe, Eddie lied too. Ed is he's a good promoter for his fighters. I give him that. But he will lie to the public. He will
I'm saying,
spin a narrative.
but my thing is this here. I think Bob Arum had more knowledge of the situation than
Bob
and Frank
Arum is a
Warren.
professional liar for probably 50-something years now.
Absolutely, I'm not disagreeing with that. That's what I'm fixing to go at. I'm saying that Eddie Hearn, Barry Hearn never would have got played like this. Eddie Hearn's father, Barry Hearn, never would have got played like this because he understands the nature of the business. He understands who he's dealing with Frank Warren and Bob Arum. I'm not capping for anybody. I care nothing about promotional companies. Listen. I care nothing about Al Heyman or the PBC as a company. I care nothing about Bob Arum or Top Rank as a company. I care nothing about Frank Warren or Queensberry. I care nothing about Eddie Hearn or Matchroom. You know what I mean? I love the sport of boxing more than I love promotional companies or promoters. That's where I'm at. That's how I feel. So
I got you.
Go ahead.
I got one up on you. I kind of love it a little bit more than I love my wife, man. I mean, not like love her, but I'm talking about the sex part. You know what I'm saying?
Sento, stop doing that. Sento, stop doing that, man.
I'll keep. I like boxing over sex, man. I do.
But what I'm saying is, as it relates to this situation, I'm on the outside looking in. I only know what's reported. We know that Wilder and Fury had an arbitration going on. It is what it is. That's over with. They have to fight each other. That's cool. I'm not on nobody's side. All I'm saying is, I just want to stick to, hey man, listen. My whole issue with this entire thing was Mark Breland. Mark Breland was the end all be all for me. And then when I went to studying this stuff, right? Because when I went to studying this stuff, I'm like, dang, every time I turn around, it's somebody black being thrown under the bus in the name of black power. Anthony Joshua, he black, but he'll sell out. He this, he that. Dillian White, Mark Breland, Kenny Bayless, Jamel Charlo, Terrence Crawford. Oh, the list goes on and on and on. If you're not a PBC fighter, if you don't come over here and give us interviews, this is what it's going to be. And it's just, it's just a triple, quadruple. If it wasn't a double standard, it wouldn't be a standard at all. And that's just the way I see it. We might agree to disagree on that, but I'm standing on that. I started this channel because I got tired of seeing what I was seeing in the sport of boxing from a content creation standpoint. That's what made me start this channel 6 months ago. I'm new to this. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to let you know that, bro. I want to see the best.
I respect that, bro. I understand what you're saying, and I'll be upfront with you. I'm a registered LDBC member from 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. But do I agree 100% on what they spew? No, I don't. Some are a little bit more less biased. Some are a little less biased than others, and some are a little bit more biased than others. And I agree. But I will say this though: the best way to this is me. if I don't agree with something or I don't want to give too much credence to something, I don't mention it by name. And the reason I say that, I used to be in the auto industry, and I used to sell. I used to have to generate traffic through websites for business, and I taught myself pretty good with it, and I was decent and successful with it. But I do believe, like Easy and a whole lot of others before him said, all publicity is good publicity. So if you speak it, you're helping. Believe it or not, we have algorithms out there now. You speak the names, you type the name, you're giving them credit. I don't care if it's positive or negative. We just have to remember that if you wanna kill something, you gotta silence it. And you can't keep blowing the trumpet. So there's a way to get your message out there. In my opinion, you do what you want to. It's your show, my brother. I'm not trying to disrespect anything, but you get your message out there and clean up what you feel you need to clean up. But I would do it a different way if it was me, because I have certain platforms that I have been on, and I felt like I was disrespected. Till this day, I do not mention their name publicly on these airways, because when you mention their name, algorithm, they get a little bit more push and they come up a little bit more forward, because I don't want to help them get more views. And guess what? I never unsubscribe to any of them. Mine is across the board, because I love boxing. I don't love all the BS that's come about with this YouTube thing, but I love boxing. But I don't mention the names verbatim. So we just gotta kind of think about some of the strategies that we're using. I hear everything you're saying. The reason I'll tell you personally why I joined up with them is because I understood what the mission was, and I supported it, because we all seem to be boxing fans, as far as I can tell. We all love the sport of boxing. We all know that race has a lot to do with this sport. And we all know that sometimes people that look like us, and sometimes people that look like other brothers, don't always get the same treatment or respect as some others. So I believe in supporting mine. I believe in propping mine up. I don't think I have to do it in a hatred type of way, though. You don't have to spit hate in order to support your people. You can just prop them up in a positive way. That's what I believe in. So I hear exactly what you're saying and totally understand it. And I would never tell you not to stand on what you're standing on, because you're a full grown man and you understand everything that you're saying. And I applaud you. I'm just saying I wouldn't help get more exposure, is what I'm saying.
All right. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I respect where you're coming from. Batman, RIP. Go ahead, fam. Anything you want to say before we wrap up the show?
Batman went to sleep.
Oh no, you put me on mute. Nah,
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Mr. Show Mo. What's up, baby? What's up, Santo?
What's up with you, Batman?
Man,
hey, Batman, tell me how you fell asleep on me this morning, man.
I ain't falling.
I'm playing. What's up, Batman?
Man, I was just listening in, man, about the Wilder situation. And y'all was talking about Mark Breland. And I just saw the interview with the Darrell brother. Like the Darrell brother said he got Mark Breland to stop the fight. Ain't you part of Croc's Gym? So why is a person from Croc's Gym yelling to the corner to tell Mark Breland to stop the fight? And you do it.
For one, I would have to, in all fairness, I would have to hear what Mark Breland have to say. Hey, did Darrell influence you? Well, I heard the interview. I'm finna address it. Darrell did say that. Now, what was not clear was, did Mark Breland was one of the influences that allowed him to throw the towel in, or did Tyson Fury play a big part in when he was punching Wilder in the corner and Wilder was sitting there like this here, getting hit with straight right hands? Did that play a part in why the fight was stopped? That's one. Two, the allegation from Wilder was he believed that Mark Breland spiked his water. Now, if you want to argue about the towel should have been thrown in, if you want Wilder to get beat to death, so be it. I ain't got no problem with that. He can die in the ring for all I care. I really don't care. If that's what go down, so be it. I have no problem with that. My issue is you said that Mark Breland spiked your water, meaning that your trainer who helped you, who showed you how to throw that right hand. Because I've been following Mark Breland for years.
He never showed him how to throw that right hand. Shawty always had that.
Okay, all right. So for argument's sake, he always had it. Mark Breland was just there, holding the towel or whatever. Just for argument's sake, Mark Breland was nobody. He was just there, right? He didn't show him nothing. He's a gold medalist.
I mean,
he's a two-time champion.
He got jab. He got Shawty throwing the jab better. That's it. That's all. But
okay, all right. That's cool. That's cool. So
that right hand was always there.
All right. So the water bottle situation. Do you have proof of evidence that Mark Breland poisoned, spiked Deontay Wilder's water like Wilder said he did? That's my whole issue. Because the man been receiving death threats.
I mean, now, go back to the fight. It's a video online, right? That Tyson Fury is at the podium. He asked somebody to go get him some water. When the guy bring him the water, he asked the guy, "Where you get that water from?" Then he say, "Nah, I don't want that." I mean,
sir, with all due respect, what does that have to do with Mark Breland spiking Deontay Wilder's water?
I'm not in their camp. I mean, they say Mark Breland was the last person to give him some water, so I wasn't in their camp, dog.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
But even if they did spike his water, though, that would have come on after the drug screening after the fight too, though. If he had something in his head.
They only testing for drugs that make enhancing drugs. They only testing for enhancing drugs. They testing for everything on the list. They not just testing for everything.
Is there something that they could put in the water to make him not perform like he's supposed to? Because there's got to be some type of drug in it.
Yes, but they only testing for the drugs that are on the list.
Oh, okay.
That can enhance.
So what was the drug? What's the drugs that's on the list?
I mean, pull up the list.
So my thing is you're making accusations and sending in your windows. I'm asking specifically, do you or Deontay Wilder or Tay Jones or anyone that represents the Alphabet Boy community, do you, because it was said.
Hey, Coach, let me say something right quick. Coach, you know who that is, don't you?
No, I don't.
That's Gary Russell, brother.
Who? Yeah, I don't know who this is.
That's Batman. He's with Gary Russell.
Russell's brother. The Gary Russell, the fighter. That's his brother.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. Well, I'm nice to meet you, brother. So what I want to know is, okay. Let me rephrase it.
I'm about to say this though. I don't represent nobody but myself. I am cool with the LDBC. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm affiliated. I'm cool with them. I don't represent nobody but myself and my family.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I'm gonna clarify this. I'm not affiliated with the LDBC. I don't hate those guys, but I'm not affiliated with them and I'm not cool with them. So I have no problem with them. I don't wish any death or any harm on them, but I am not affiliated with the LDBC. I am the opposite of the LDBC.
I mean, so you saying you the opposite of your brothers. You just I mean, I'm just saying, they fight for the black. The reason I fuck with them, they fight for morally the black fighters.
Hey, can I ask you a question, man? So you said they fight for, you related to Gary Russell, right?
Yeah.
You said the LDBC fight for them.
Man,
but about 5 to 6 months ago, the LDBC was going in on your brother.
No, half and half. Certain niggas got their opinion. I mean, I can't change another man's opinion.
But I'm saying you said they support the brother, so obviously they didn't support your brother. your real brother. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
ain't support my brother against another against a favorable fighter of theirs. I mean, it's cool. I mean, half of them did. You had
no,
Drew Titan. You had
I'm saying,
Drew
like,
Titan that was supporting my brother. You had BFTB that was supporting my brother. Black Fight Fan was supporting the Haneys. 78 support the Haneys. I has no problem with that.
Yeah, listen. I'm not here to change your mind, brother. I mean, if you, I'm happy that you support the LDBC, brother. I'm proud of you.
Channels. I wouldn't be over here. I support you. You a black man. Why wouldn't I support? I support my kind.
Right. No, I'm not. I don't want you to misunderstand where I'm coming from. I have no issues with anybody. I have an open platform.
Yeah.
I let anybody come on here. You know, as long as everybody respectful. I wouldn't, you know, when you come on here, no one is going to disrespect you. No one going to disrespect Centos. No one going to disrespect Shelton Bold. I'm Batman. I don't do that. You know what I mean? You come on here. A lot of people come on here. They don't agree with me, but I still let them on. I won't block you. I don't do that. I'm gonna hold my ground in what I believe in, like you're gonna hold your ground in what you believe in.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we just gonna agree to disagree on some things. But if you know enemy of mine, if you look at me as a brother, I look at you as a brother, and I appreciate everything that you do, and I appreciate your brother Gary Russell. He's one of my favorite fighters. I like Gary Russell. I really do. You know what I mean? So I really do. I wish he would fight more, but I know that that's not his fault. That ain't his fault. That's the powers that be.
Now let me explain that. That's not his fault. He's playing back. So you telling me my little brother don't want to fight?
No, I didn't say that.
No. Nobody's saying that, Batman.
No, you're not.
Saying that.
No, Batman, you're not listening. You're not listening. Hear me out.
Nobody's saying that.
Hear me out. I said that I wish he would fight more, but you cut me off. I said, but I know that. That has nothing to do with him. It's the powers that be in the sport of boxing. I've never said that your brother Gary Russell do not want to fight anybody. I never said that. Just to clarify that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. You know, I'm an old cat. I'm 47, so I'm almost 50. So you know what I mean? But
there's a lot of dudes that be running with that shit. Be like, man, why Gary Russell don't fight? Why you think he don't fight once a year? It gotta be something bigger than him.
When he the longest reigning, Gary be calling everybody out though. He don't be. He be on the media, social media, calling everybody. Sign the dotted line. Let's fight, and they don't be setting up the fight with him.
When he the longest reigning WBC champion out there.
Yeah, exactly.
And he black, so they can just do the fucking. And he's not a fan favorite. He represents what white America don't fucking like. So you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, but listen, check this out, guys. Check this out, brother. Listen, we're gonna wrap the show up. I try not to run it too long on the lives because I know a lot of people be.
Man, I just got here, man.
Yeah, we'll go all day, Coach. We'll go all day. Hey, Batman, tell your brother I say what's happening, man. I can't wait to see him fight again, brother.
Okay, Mr. Show.
Hey, I thought since I was a registered LDBC member, I probably was a special guest or something, man. I just got here.
Oh but
special guest, bro.
Yeah, all of y'all special guests, but I normally wrap it up after 2 hours. 2 hours. I try to keep
brother,
keep it
this your show, man. I'm just cutting up, man. I'm silly, man. Anytime you come, I come through, expect a joke or two.
Hey, shout out to Dead Game Boxer. He represents for Bomb Squad Hall. Bomb Squad till his to this day. Bomb Squad to this day. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Wilder did that, bro, that was like the funniest ish I've ever seen, bro. Like this dude, he's funny, he's hilarious, he is. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is one of my favorite. To this day. I love that sample. Love that sound bite. But yeah, man, I respect the fact that you guys are LDBC. And I hope that you respect that I'm the opposite of the LDBC. I do love black people. I just don't put certain narratives, everything, and I'm not my background, I've been in the Nation of Islam for 24 and a half years. So I specialize in race baiting and race hustling and hating people for their skin color and try to toe the line, and stuff like that. So I come from that background. Trust me, I know, I get it. I really do get it. But in the sport of boxing, I just love the sport of boxing. I can't, I never seen a man win a fight or lose a fight based on his skin color. Never. You know what I mean? I never seen that. I'm not saying that anyone on the panel is saying that. I'm just letting you know who I am, what I represent, what I'm about. You know, whether you think I'm a coon, sell out, whatever, I care nothing about that. Not saying that anyone on the panel is saying that, but I get these kind of threats and stuff all the time from dudes telling me what they're gonna do to me when they see me and yada 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 yada. And I know damn well if they see me, they ain't gonna do nothing. But that's neither here nor there. I just want to run a good boxing channel. I want to be as objective as possible. I like to have people on the panel who don't agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine. I have no problem with that. That's just how I am. That's how I run this channel. You know, me and Shelton Moore, he's the co-host. So, you know, so I salute you, Batman. I really appreciate everything you and your family has done for the sport of boxing. Santos, man, I really appreciate you stopping by for the first time. You know, I know I'm a new booty to this thing. You know, I've only been on this channel 6 months. And Victor Miranda, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Como tú
man.
andas, mi hermano? Es un placer conocerlo.
I'm about to start my own boxing talk, so y'all be on the lookout for Red Breeze Boxing Talk. You know, and I'm the same way. I'm unbiased. You know, love the sport. I'm just a fan of sport. Like Santos said, we want to see the best fight the best. And let's make it happen. It don't matter if you're white, black, Puerto Rican, Dominican. Doesn't matter, you know. So.
Right.
Yeah, when you start up, I'm gonna subscribe, brother. I'm gonna subscribe.
Hey,
as long as you guys
Victor,
are.
put your channel in the private chat, man, so I can subscribe to it.
All right.
Yeah, do that, brother.
I'm getting I had it set up. Me and Amazing Eric, we were supposed to collide on.
Oh yeah,
something.
I remember Amazing Eric. He be putting out
I'm
some good
waiting on him
content.
to come back. I need to message him, man. I love his. I used to like watching his shows. And me and him, we linked up, and he was like, "Man, get your boxing channel started." So I just been busy with work and raising kids, but yeah, I'm definitely about to get it popping now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, and listen, Batman, anything you want to say, brother? I'm gonna let everybody wrap the show up. Let everybody say what they need to say before we wrap up. Batman, anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug? Your social media? I'll follow you as well. What's your social media, brother?
I be on Drew Titan every Sunday at 7 o'clock.
I ain't going over there. I'm gonna let you know right now. I am not going over there. Just being out of it.
We have no show, you know. I mean, we got a hell of a show over there.
No,
at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
You can hit me on my IG at Everything Still Cruddy. If somebody want to holler at me or get up with me.
Hey, what's say everything what?
Everything Still Cruddy.
Okay.
You know, and
That's some DC shit right there.
You talking about? You say cruddy? How spell cruddy? C-U-R-D?
CRUDDY.
Okay, I got you.
That's that DC shit.
I'm gonna follow you right now. Hey, them dudes from DC, they rough in the feds, boy. In the feds?
Yeah,
oh my God. From Listen, DC.
You gotta whoop all of them. You gotta whoop all of them from DC.
I'm saying DC and Florida in the feds. Oh my God, bro. That's
don't forget.
Don't
forget about Texas. Don't forget about Texas either. You gotta whoop all them.
Everybody that get locked up here, we gotta go outside. You know, we gotta go to the feds. We gotta go.
Everything federal. Everything federal.
Yeah.
And guess that's why so many men. Look here, you gotta fight them all. You either cool with all of them or you fight all of them. Which one you want?
Yeah, if one or the other.
That's how it is in Florida too. They I remember every summer they put that sign up. You think it's dry on 95? You think it's dry now? Wait till next summer.
Yeah, but like Santos and everybody, man. That's all I want to see is the best fight, the best, man. The best fight, the best.
That's what it's all about at the end of the day.
No, but like I was saying,
and being that I know you guys are real fight fans first, I love all of you. That's real talk. I tell you, I like boxing over sex. I know it's crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm just telling you who I am. You know, and that's how real I am about it.
Hey, Santos, don't put your foot in your mouth. You know we're going to Atlanta next week.
Well, it's gonna be the same, man. It's gonna be the same.
Hey, this your channel right here? I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna follow you right now.
Hey, Batman, you coming to Atlanta?
Oh no, I ain't coming to Atlanta.
I forgot. No, man.
I forgot about that.
I forgot. I didn't mean to ask you that.
Hey, Sheldon. Sheldon. Atlanta's very violent right now, bro. It's like a whole lot of shooting and killing going on in Atlanta right now, man. So in the area that you going downtown, it's rough down there, bro. Just let you know ahead of time.
Me and Santos is old man. We're gonna do some eating. We're gonna be in the room, and we're going to the fight. We're gonna be there from the first fight to the last fight.
Yeah, protect
Ain't
your
nobody
neck when you
fucking
get
around
there.
in the streets. Yes, sir. Ain't nobody fucking around in the streets.
Man,
Them
No,
days
man.
is gone.
I
Them days is
support
gone,
Tank
man. I
though.
did that already.
I support Tank. I just don't support his promotional company.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
I knew.
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking before I asked you that, bro. And I apologize for that. I know what it is.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't never.
yeah,
I
it's all
can't,
good.
but I can't never hate that kid. That I seen that kid grow up
Right,
around
right,
this area.
right.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah. I know.
All
Well,
right, man. But
fellas,
listen,
look,
we're
it's a
gonna wrap
great
it up.
day,
Go ahead,
man.
Shelton.
It's a great day, fellas. Great boxing talk. That's what it's about. Straight boxing talk. No disrespect. No, none of that fanboyish threatening over the internet like some hooks. Ain't no hooks up here. Just grown men. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
all
like I
you
got
hooks in
threatened.
I'm just
all
ready to
you
give
hooks
all
in the
y'all
chat.
my address. I want all the smoke. Come, I'm gonna give you my address. Write it down. I want all the smoke.
Hey, I got invited to somebody's house, somebody's mom's house in Memphis. You know, I was told, you know, they gonna beat.
Hey,
I was
Batman,
told
don't say nothing. Batman, don't say
Mama
nothing.
ain't finna have that.
I was told they're gonna beat my ass. When they see me, they call me a B ass nigga, and I got shooters and all this stuff there. I'm like, damn, bro, for real. All because I said you was a fanboy. I said fanboy. That was a trigger word. And next thing you know, it was I was all of these different BITCHs.
I'm gonna be down there in August.
Where, Miami?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, he
I'm gonna
gotta
be
go
at
to
that fight.
Memphis.
Now
He
listen,
going to
Batman.
Memphis.
Listen, Batman. Yeah, there you go. Tell him, Batman.
Yeah,
Tell him, Batman.
I'm gonna be down there in August. I'm supposed to have a fight with him, man. And like I said on the channel yesterday, if he ain't even got the money to do it, I will give him free smoke.
And guess who's gonna be on the door collecting the tickets? Me.
Santos.
Hey, Lady Shan can bear witness to that.
Yeah.
You know, I got shooters, homie. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Hey, man, look, man, I'm 47, dog. I ain't, you know, hey, man, where all this come from? You know, I'm like, okay, I believe you. I
See,
believe
like
you.
I
You know,
say,
if you see
What
me
the
at one of
youngsters
those
don't
fights,
understand.
yeah.
What the youngsters don't understand, we are a lot of us. I ain't gonna say most of us, all of us, but a lot of. Well, I guess I am saying. Well, a few of us have had our situations with the other side of the law. And
yes,
so
sir.
we ain't trying to go back down that road.
Nah.
If we do venture down that way, we're gonna do it discreetly, and we ain't gonna be out here talking about it all over the airways. You see what I'm saying?
That's
Exactly.
you'll go to jail. You'll go to jail, man. Because of the Terrorism Act of 2001. The Terrorism Act of 2001. You'll go to jail for some terroristic threats on the internet.
Yeah,
This is why.
absolutely.
This is why. Even though, and I made it known, I don't rock. I call them the Alphabet Boy channels. I don't rock with the Alphabet Boy channels, LDBC. But when 7-8 said that he want to meet Buddy, I ain't even say Buddy name because I don't even rock with him like that. When he said he wanted to meet Buddy in LA when Vegas when Wilder and Fury fight, he said he wanted to meet him, shake his hand, and if he brings somebody else with him, he's gonna pull his thing out and bust him. I immediately did a live show. Even though I have my disagreements on that side of the fence, I said, listen, man, I don't want to see that happen over no internet, YouTube stuff. You see what I'm saying? You don't,
Right.
and I gave that brother advice. I don't know him. He probably don't like me or whatever. I don't care. But I gave the brother advice. I said, listen, man, don't be on the internet talking about what you're going to do to somebody, busting wise with the tool. That ain't wise. You can go to jail for saying terroristic threats on the internet. So. And he's old enough to know better. I'm in my 40s. I'm pretty sure he might be in his 40s. You see what I'm saying? So he know better. Don't let no young dude 30 years old who live with his mama in Memphis, Tennessee. He live with his mama. Ain't got first home when you got to get out your mama basement first. Before you talking about pulling up on me, get out your mama house. Get out your mama house first before you talking about pulling up. That's one. Two, don't let nobody play you out of the pocket, man, because only thing gonna happen when you go to jail, this stuff gonna continue to go on. They gonna laugh at you for being the crash dummy. So that's all. That's all I got to say about
Yes, sir. Yeah, we had a great day boxing talk, fellas. You know, Santos, I see you tonight. Batman, I probably see you tonight. You probably pulled through.
Bo, through somewhere.
Bo, you know how we do it. And my man, Mr. Miranda, good to meet you, brother.
Victor. All right.
Victor, good to meet you, brother, and I hope to see you again. And I will follow you.
I'm gonna follow you. We'll link up again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Next man, go ahead, Coach. You know how we do it. I'm gonna holler at you later.
All right. Hey, shout out to my brother Shelton Moore, man. Round of applause.
All right, Shelton.
Shout out to my brother. Shout out to Santos for rocking with us for the first time, man. I really appreciate that, Santos. Round of applause to Santos as well. Absolutely. Shout out to Batman. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother Batman. I just followed him on Instagram, man. So I respect the fact that you came on and you speak your mind. I really do appreciate that.
Man, thanks, so.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Round of applause, man. Round of applause. Round of applause, man, to everybody. My brother Bowl. Anything you want to wrap the show up with, my brother?
Hey, I ain't got nothing else further to say, Coach, man. Another great show, man. And just keep doing it.
Yeah, man. I got to do that. I got to run that, man, for all of the guests on there, man. We gonna try to keep the sport of boxing alive no matter what. That's what we're gonna do. I love the sport of boxing more than I love the politics of boxing. So go ahead, Bo, man. I ain't mean to interrupt.
Nah. I mean, that's all I got, man. And looking forward to another show tomorrow, man.
Yes, sir. We'll be on tomorrow again at 3:00 Eastern Standard Time, man. Round of applause for my brother Bo, man. Salute to you, fam.
All right, have a good one.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, y'all know how we do it. We finna get ready to sign off. But before we sign off, I got to give everybody a shout out that's in the chat. Shout out to my main man, Halim. Shout out to Halim, brother. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to John Wick. Shout out to Karma Serene, who was in. I think she was in earlier. Shout out to my sister, Lisa Bells. Shout out to everybody who was on the panel. Shout out to everybody who was on the panel. As you can see, it doesn't matter, you know, if you support the LDBC or not. You can always come on this panel. I'm not going to block you. No one's going to disrespect you. And we're not going to threaten you. That's what we're not going to do. I'm not going to wish that you get burnt up in car fires. None of that stuff. I don't rock like that over here. I'm going to hold my ground in what I believe in, and I hope you will hold your ground, but it's going to be respectfully. We all grown men. I'm almost 50, man. I ain't got time for the jitterbug stuff myself. But anyways, man, shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to John Wick. Shout out to Frank Torcios. Sorry about that, fam. Shout out to Carlos Mendoza. Shout out to Dutch. You know, shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Retro Boxing, man. Please go to Retro Boxing and Documentaries and subscribe to that brother channel, man. This brother is like one of the boxing historians. He probably forgot about him and my co-host Shelton Moore. He probably forgot about, and even Kurt Anderson. Shout out to Kurt Anderson too. These guys probably forgot more about the sport of boxing than I can remember. And I know a lot, but these guys know more than me. So anytime I'm in the presence of greatness, when it comes to boxing minds, you know what I mean? I try to keep my mouth closed and listen because I can learn something. Shout out to Coach K. Coach K, what's going on, fam? What's going on, Coach K? Salute to you, brother. Shout out to Bon Scott. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Mad Chad Boxing. What's going on, fam? Mad Chad Boxing and Sports. Shout out to you, fam. Shout out to Javid Gold. Shout out to Michael Andrew. Shout out to Halim. Shout out to Sly Tendencies. What's going on? Shout out to Peter Reeves. Shout out to Easy Bands. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Michael Andrew. Shout out to Neil Simpson. Even shout out to the guy who came on here and did I let him on and he started talking vulgar and told me to F me. Shout out to you too, man. You are a miserable human being. You need to get some help. Shout out to Neil Simpson. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Easy Bands. Shout out to Michael Andrew. Shout out to who else we have? I don't want to keep repeating the same names. Shout out to Sarah Marshall. Shout out to Retro Boxing and Documentaries, and shout out to Blood Boxing. Please subscribe to both channels. Shout out to my brother Major Key Boxing and Troy Graham. Please go to Major Key Boxing YouTube channel. You have Major Key Mondays and subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear some classic interviews with some of the boxing legends, please go to Major Key Boxing as well. Oh yeah, shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. Go to his channel as well. And I'll check out Punch Drunk Boxing. And shout out to Lady Shan. Go to her channel as well. Lady Shan is she's a hot one now. She's a hot one. She's a fireball. You know what I mean? But go rock with Lady Shan as well, man. She do love the sport of boxing. Shout out to Sly Tennessee. Shout out to Angus. Shout out to my brother Angus. Shout out to Peter Barn Arts. Who else we have? Shout out to my brother Smith and West who was on. Shout out to Toon who was on as well. Shout out to Gamo. Gamo was on as well from LA. Represent West Side. Who else we have? Shout out to Mr. G. What's going on, Mr. G? We can have disagreements on this platform, man. We can have disagreements on this platform. I'm not going to block you if we have a disagreement. As long as you're respectful, I'm not going to do that. Shout out to GB Guthrie. Who else we have? Shout out to Thomas Vasey. Who else we have? Shout out to Dutch. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Let's see, who else? Shout out to Eddie Val. Shout out to Peter Reeves. Shout out to Joe B. Shout out to Corn Kid. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Wole. Wole, what's going on, brother? Who else we have? Shout out to Eddie Mack. Shout out to Javis Bickle. Shout out to Alan Skill. Shout out to Kathy W, who was on as well. I almost forgot about that sister. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy.
Am I the meanest?
Hey, listen, man. Also, shout out to Beast Mode Sykes. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. Shout out to Thomas Vasey. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Charlo, what's going on, fam? Shout out to Dash Diggity for coming on. Shout out to Duda. Let's see. I was reading what you were saying in the chat. I think that's it. I think we got everybody, man. Other than that, man, we represent for the sport of boxing. We're going to be on the live. We're going to be on live again tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you're in the UK, that's 8 o'clock your time. Also, man, once again, it's our Coach Malachi Williams, represent for New Media Today USA Boxing, signing out once again. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.